This week's episode of the Dummies Podcast is brought to you by the UAB Black Alumni Weekend 2019. This week, man, it's coming up. It's coming down the pipe. UAB versus South Alabama. They got a lot of different events coming down the pipe. You got Happy Hour Thursday, the meet and greet at Woodworth from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, September 20th is the dress code, the second annual UAB Classic at Roots and Reveler, whatever that is. From 8 p.m. to midnight, as well as the Mirage, open till 3 a.m. You also got Post, the Young Alumni Wars. That's Saturday, September 21st, as well as on Sunday, September 22nd, Mimosas and Networking Brunch. You can catch the Dummies live, conducting interviews there. We'll see you there, man. Make sure you're there. UAB versus South Alabama, Black Alumni Weekend. We in there. You dig?
Go Blazers.
You beat you.
Dummy. You had them chicken?
Only the street knew.
What they know? You had them chicken?
Hey, man, I don't want to talk about that.
Your chicken?
I don't want to talk
You're
about
right, that's incriminating.
what I want to talk about is the Dummies.
What about the
We just turned one, nigga.
Happy 1 year anniversary. And
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday.
But
Happy birthday to us.
yeah.
Today is our birthday.
that's some mobile shit.
Because today is our birthday. Yeah.
You beat
Da-da-da. Yeah. Happy birthday to the Dummies Podcast. We just turned one around this thing. Dance, give us some fireworks, some guns.
All that dumb shit. Whole lot of gang shit. Whole lot of dumb shit.
You bitch you.
Give us some strip club glitter. All that.
You bitch you.
We just turned one, man. How y'all feel, man, being 1 year old, man? I don't even know, like, how y'all
Feel like a 1 year old, man. Feel like a child in the game, man. We young in the game.
You're right.
But we growing, though. That's what
we young in the game, we growing, but
young in the game and growing.
this next year.
And think about it.
That's a big difference.
We always talk about how we wish we can go back and do some shit over. Nigga, we know now. And we young in this game. And we know.
Indeed.
We can start
This finna
fresh.
be a whole different kind of ball game.
If you hated us last year, just stay motherfucking tuned, motherfucker.
You bitch you.
We really didn't give y'all a reason to hate us if y'all did.
Hey,
But we will.
Man, I gave a few.
This is true.
But to
This
be
is true.
fair, that was on the light side. Even
For
still.
real?
it really was.
If I told you what I really wanted to
That
say
was on the
about your
light
ass.
side.
It was real on the light side, but yeah, we won.
Yeah, we won, man. We ain't
Full
Should have
fucking
cake or something,
calendar.
man. We tripped.
We got it.
Wooford. Shouts out to Wood. Hey, this year we coming for y'all too.
Yeah.
Brown cake.
We need
You
to have a talk.
bitch you.
You know
I'll
what
take
I'm
some
saying?
brown cake.
We got some talks in the works, man. This is gonna be a beautiful year, man.
Right.
Talking about a lot of shit, man.
What else we got going on, man?
Oh, we got a lot going on, man. But we know what I'm saying? We gonna talk our shit this episode. And that's what we gonna make a PSA in this bitch, man. We ain't sugarcoating shit no more. We talking our shit, man.
I feel
Right.
We talking, especially to you podcasts who came out for 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to y'all.
Shots
Ooh, I
fired.
I have a podcast.
Do you now?
We had it to it.
We had it for 2 years on episode 12. Fuck out of here.
Get your year's worth of work.
Oh, my nigga talking this shit.
I see y'all.
Man,
Y'all don't want them to start?
Who?
Y'all don't want the other podcast to
We
start?
want them to start, but we want them to continue as well. Keep on doing it. Stop bragging.
I ain't even gonna hold you up. Don't waste your time, because y'all ain't us. We just make this shit look easy, but it's really not easy.
I mean, they can start. I'm probably not gonna listen, but
Tell you what
I listen. I listen to a lot of them.
I
listen to a
haven't. I ain't
lot
gonna
of
lie,
them.
I haven't.
I just be. I want to support and check them out. But
Yeah.
then after like,
Did you like them?
Yeah, it's a couple that I like, but it's a couple that I be trying to click the button to go look for it, and I ain't seen the episode since last year.
I ain't gonna lie.
This time.
I don't listen to y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck y'all niggas ain't that good. Though. Y'all niggas not that nice.
Calendar, man.
We not that good.
Nah, hell no.
We borderline great.
Really not that good.
Borderline great.
But next year, this next year,
Reckless abandon. And we're gonna give y'all a warning, women. We probably gonna get in trouble this week. We don't give a shit. At least I don't.
Right.
hey,
I don't.
just by the attitude from the intro, I already know we finna be in trouble.
Oh well.
Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm tall.
I'm motherfucking hooting.
And we back like we never left, cause like we say every week, we never leave.
Never.
It's Friday. What is? What's
The 13th, nigga.
13,
Friday
my
the
nigga.
3rd. Yeah.
Who got a knife in their side?
You bitch you.
And we back like we never left. Did I say that yet?
Yeah.
Because like I said,
Twice.
we never leave.
Yep.
It's the
I just want to say it again.
I guess we double back.
it's the Friday
Double
the
back. But yeah, it's Friday the 13th, man. It's episode 51. And if y'all ain't got the memo yet, this is our 1 year episode.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, for real
calendar.
though, shouts out to y'all. And also shouts out to all our listeners, man, all our people who support us, man. We were talking big shit in the beginning of it, but humble moment. We appreciate y'all, man. We look at the numbers, man, and we see what the numbers doing. That's y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. We wouldn't be here still talking shit if it wasn't for y'all. So we finna grow it even bigger, give y'all something else to be more even more proud of, man. And we not stopping. So if y'all looking for us to stop, won't happen. Set your watch. Shit gonna break waiting on us to stop because we finna keep going harder. We got a lot of things in the works that we haven't even the beginning to talk about. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad stock was humble for y'all, because I'm not gonna be fuck all that shit. I'm gonna let y'all niggas know something, man. Y'all know there's only one nigga in this room that's been a full year consistent, right? Yeah, I'm bragging. Fuck that.
We
No,
celebrating
no
the
humble.
podcast.
No humble. Who the nigga? I ain't missed an episode.
Ain't
Me
fucking
neither.
hooting the
You
dummy.
missed an episode.
episode.
Man.
Show it.
Who's the only one that missed one?
Show it to me.
Shut
We
up,
can.
nigga, right? We can.
Which episode?
We know
We
it. You know
can.
it.
I know exactly which episode. If we listen to the first 30 minutes, you're not on there.
Okay.
You have no intro.
Hey, I came out that bitch like goddamn Willis Reed. Come on now.
Hobbling?
Hell yeah.
That nigga came out that bitch hobbling.
Hell yeah. Y'all needed me to finish it off.
That nigga said Willis.
But I'm just talking shit, man. For real though, man. Shouts out to y'all niggas, man. It really takes hard work and dedication, man. We have a lot of days, niggas. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Fridays, and we sometimes record at 11. And all of my niggas do that, man. We all have long Fridays. We changed it from a day to make it another day just to make sure this shit work for y'all, mainly for y'all, man, because we didn't want to sound tired and bored for y'all, you know what I'm saying?
And like
So,
I always say, man, shouts out to the man behind the scenes. Shout out to my nigga Dez, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. We found, like, man, we was already a little bit into it when we found Dez, but it was like that was the glue. What we needed. I know everybody at the table feel the same. You know what I'm saying? We arguing, we bicker a lot behind the scenes to just try to make sure that we getting better. You know what I mean? We don't want to stay the same. We always want to try to get better, and Dez is a big part of that. So shouts out to him. Like I said, you hear us and see us. That's Dez behind it. So
right, and I just want to let
shouts out to him.
I want to let Dez know, man. In the past year, the shit we've done, man, we couldn't do without you. So
Yeah.
you need to know that, man. You're a vital part of what we do. So
Facts.
You better record this. This is all true.
I told you, hey, Dez getting paid well by the dummies. Let me tell you, my boy came in with $1 million haircut. My boy came in. My boy
My
said,
man
hey,
went to the barber shop.
my boy
Shit.
said, hey, it's all good. Everything on Dez. Y'all take the month off with me.
4 months ago, that nigga hated the barber. Come on
Fuck
here.
that, boy. Come on.
I'm gonna try this shit out myself.
Hey, them dummies checks been coming in pretty good, ain't it?
You got an edge up and everything now. Hey,
Right.
my man had a bald head almost with a no line up.
Man.
Now he got a fresh lineup over there.
That boy got a sweet boots over there. Hold on.
Yeah, goddamn.
Ah, man, come on. How your week was?
Oh man, it was good, man. It was cool, man. Started off last week after the podcast Saturday. Went to the Alabama State, and you were wrong. Can't get right. I'm gonna tell you why. But went to the Alabama State and Tuskegee game in Montgomery. But I'll be real with you, man. Like, it was a real good experience. It was fun, and the football was good because it's like a little league football game.
So I was wrong.
But no. But like when you look at, it's just like, it's different. Yes, it's different levels. But man, when you go to those little league football games and it's a good game, you be like, these little niggas good, no matter who they playing. So
Man, you just compared them niggas to the Mighty Duck.
no, I just try to make a point. And the Mighty Ducks
The
was
Little
good.
Giants.
You know.
Mighty Ducks play hockey.
Let me still a little league team.
But overall, man, it was a cool atmosphere, man. It was fun, and if you want to go have fun, it is something to go do. You know
Now,
what I'm
when
saying? But my
Barron
week was
told you
good.
that it was a fun environment, you argued with Barron too.
No, I argued
Yes,
with
you-
about it the football.
You argue. He
Can't
said
get right
the
arguing with
environment-
it. He argued with about everything. I argued about the football.
He
man,
did.
man, you have to make the experience good because the football is trash. Like, as black people, we take the worst and make it good. Like black college sports is like chitlins.
Never had them.
So it's the worst of the worst, but somehow as black people, we made it tolerable.
That's the Joe I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
We starting off great.
Good and trash.
We starting off great.
Joe
I mean, it is what it is.
With
Starting
reckless
off great.
abandon. My
You know
nigga.
what I'm
How your
saying?
week was, Todd? I mean, we ain't seen you in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
How your month was?
Yeah, goddamn.
God damn, we ain't seen Todd since at my house.
Shit, 2 pecan seasons.
Well,
God damn.
I will say this, bro. I missed this shit. I did.
Welcome back.
You better act like it.
I really did. This is one of my therapeutic sessions I get for the week. You know what I'm saying? Outside of work. We did, kind of hang out a little bit at that state Tuskegee game. But to get away from what's going on, you know what I'm saying, little family issues that's happening, this is my safe place. And being that I made the year episode, you know what I'm saying, makes it all the more special.
It ain't gonna be too much safer after I finish this cup.
Got a couple backflips over there. Shit.
How your week was, Joe?
Man, week was cool. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. I do have one complaint.
Right after your no
None
complaints.
but one. Yeah, go ahead.
None but one.
So, 9/11 was what? Tuesdays?
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay. I hate them niggas that wait for the opportunity. Like, it's 9/11. People talking about, man, that's a conspiracy. The government did it. Like, nigga, people lost their lives. Why the fuck is you picking today to want to be goddamn fake
I know
woke?
what you're talking about.
Or like niggas on Christmas. Like, they ain't saying shit all year. Man, Jesus ain't real. Why is you picking Christmas to say this?
Nigga want a gift. Nigga, you want a gift? Give that nigga a gift.
Like, damn. Just because you ain't get what you want, you didn't get that bike in the 3rd grade, now you goddamn hate Jesus.
Man, that's Santa Claus.
Can we like Jesus for today?
Right. I know exactly what you're saying. I seen it too.
That's crazy. I don't know, man, but I feel you, and that's why a lot lately I've been like, fuck them people, man. I'm not reading nothing they got to say. I promise you, I'm not reading nothing they got to say.
Well, I can read it, but not give a shit.
I'm not reading. I'm gonna get the stories of the news of what's going on and whatever your comments are. I'm not reading.
Right,
shit.
but like,
Right.
I guess what I was saying is like sometimes when you scrolling, you can't help but to see the shit as you're
Yeah.
scrolling past. But
Then
it's
you
just
see it like,
I don't
come
give
on,
a shit
bruh.
about what they saying. But my week was cool. AC went out and that shit that is no fun.
your
boy.
week wasn't
Yeah,
cool
no,
then.
hot
know.
right now.
That ain't cool. That's hot.
Right.
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 That boy had a hot boy.
I had a hot ass
Hot
week.
ass
My
week. Hot
week
boy
was
week,
Yeah,
yeah.
you right. Who?
Warm
Thank
week.
you.
Goddamn.
But yeah, they'll be fixing that in the morning. So by the time you hear that, I'll probably be basking in the coolness again. I had them icicles hanging out the ceiling. But yeah, man, like I was excited to get here because again, it's the 1 year episode, man. We just turned 1, man, and I'm excited.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, year 2, what I'm not doing is giving y'all a chance to think y'all ever coming on the podcast. No, you niggas is never coming on the podcast.
Right.
Stop asking.
It's a lot. Ask them a simple question. I promise they never gonna have an answer. All right, I want to come on the podcast. I want to
What?
come on the podcast. All right, what you gonna talk about? I can talk about everything.
Like what?
That ain't what we want to hear, nigga. If we gonna bring you on our podcast, you're gonna be something specific that we want to talk to you about. Just the random shit. You're not my friend. I don't want to talk to you about that. I talk to my friends about that, man. Have a subject or stay the fuck away.
I barely want to have this conversation with you now.
You sound like you happy to have it. With me, I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
I know you're talking about with them, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, damn. You threw me there.
Hey, man. Y'all girl ever have a
all the time.
Yep.
every day? Every time I ask, but no, for real, man. Y'all ever be talking to your girl and she got a great ass idea about
No.
like a trip or something, until you tell her that she got to pay for it?
They never want to pay for that shit. Fool. What is wrong with
But
them?
what happened to that idea after you be like, yeah, we could do that, but you got it right?
New rule. Women, stop coming up with ideas you can't pay for or not willing to pay for. You probably can pay for it. You just
that
don't want
idea
to.
go from great to goddamn unheard of in the blink of an eye, goddamn.
In the unheard of part is
Next year, you want to go to Disney World? And then when we get to Disney World, we're going to buy the Magic Kingdom. And then when we get there, we're going to buy all the Disney brand. You be like, okay, yeah, it's cool. I'm down, but you got to get it.
right.
3 weeks later.
What about
SpongeBob
Six
look.
Flags?
What does the SpongeBob mean? What the
I'm out. I'm out.
I'm about to head out, goddamn.
Why all of a sudden be like, shit. Oh, no, that wasn't a good idea.
We can go to Alabama Adventure.
Right.
We go to Alabama Adventure. It's down the street.
I've been meaning to go to Bessemer.
We got a pool in the neighborhood.
There's no ice coming next week. That shit changed real quick. They break that shit down.
Y'all hear us how
my
women stop
God.
coming up with these bright ideas unless y'all want to pay for them motherfuckers.
But nah,
shit.
y'all niggas stupid. Being that it's our 1 year anniversary, I was just curious, man. What are some just real quick, just some shit that y'all remember, some good memories that y'all remember, or some shit that we did that y'all like, damn, boy, I remember we did XYZ.
Tie ears or headphones. His genes are extinct.
Dad.
That was a funny episode.
And man, we had a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, and we get together and the shit like it never happened.
Yeah.
That's the main thing for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga would be beefing for 9 hours, 30 minutes before you get to
all
the podcast.
all the episodes you gotta we have to stop for 30 minutes because Can't Get Right want to yell at me and shit.
These niggas had so many arguments.
Episode 1, I was ready to end all this shit. Fuck for stocking.
Yeah. That nigga called me going crazy. I was like, man.
Hey, how the fuck you go? And then, you know, who to calm me down. But the funny part is the nigga had left his headphones or some shit the next day. And he came and it was just all love.
Y'all
That's
probably
how
had a
it's supposed
bill,
to be.
goddamn.
Nah, I think he was on the way to work. But yeah, I was ready to fight that nigga that night.
That's always, man. That's
After the podcast, I can't believe this nigga ruined the fucking podcast. Fuck this nigga.
nigga ready to quit the podcast.
Right.
First episode is over.
Yeah, man. One I remember, Can't Get Right, Christmas. I forgot what the Christmas episode was. It might have been Dad Jeans. When Can't Get Right got taped in his room.
Face all stuck in shit. Nigga, real life movie.
Hey, man, that shit was traumatic. Like, my parents ain't
My boy
shit.
got locked in on Christmas, man. On the Vespa. Man
man.
down.
Hey, man.
You had a lot of injuries.
Tell you
my
what
nigga.
I'm not gonna. Oh, hell yeah.
You had an injury-filled season.
Shit.
This wasn't your season. This
Yeah,
was your-
man, but
I just need health.
and then piggybacking off of you.
Piggyback, nigga.
Piggybacking was one.
Piggyback.
Tell that piggyback off everything, not to say nothing. Hey, piggyback
Oh,
off
yeah.
what Stock said.
Picking off of who this
Exactly what Stock said.
Again.
Ain't it piggybacking if you do that? You
No,
saying the same shit?
piggybacking is
nigga,
jumping
me and
off
you
of
about
it
to
and then
follow
go
up,
somewhere
nigga.
else.
Piggybacking on what he said, blah, 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 blah.
Picking back off of it, and then you add to it. You're picking back off what
I mean, what
Stock
you saying
said.
it's the same shit, right?
No, nigga, piggybacking means you're about to
You
go.
agreeing? Or does it mean you
You
agree
agree,
with what
but
he's
you're
saying?
going somewhere.
But you're going somewhere different.
It means you don't just
Like I'm using what he's saying, and then I'm gonna go somewhere else.
you don't just stay on
Yeah.
his back.
You're
I'll be
carrying
like,
it.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck,
Let me
get the
tell you
fuck
Todd
off my
shit.
back, my nigga.
Okay.
Get
Tell that
off
shit,
my
you
back.
be like, man, I'm finna walk down the street. Piggybacking off what Stock said, I'm gonna walk down the street.
Does that ever happen?
You ain't
But
add
see,
nothing different
You're
to
gonna
it.
walk down the street, and then you're gonna do something besides walk down the street. You just
Mm-hmm.
walk down the same fucking street. He just left.
I'm gonna walk down the street and talk to Stock. Piggyback off what he said.
So stop piggybacking.
What your man? Y'all got anything?
Now, my favorite, I would want to say our conference in Mobile.
I was just
Yeah,
about
that
to say
was dope.
That's
That was
That
dope.
was super
That was
dope.
dope.
Shouts out to the women's conference, man, on that.
that one
Yeah,
and
shouts out.
I like
Olivia's.
both of them. I like both of them.
Olivia's and
Well, I'm saying that was our
In
first
Mobile.
time.
Yeah, he
yeah.
talking about the women's conference. the
And then
first
we
time.
had to pivot. We had, it was a
And
serious conversation. We
Mm-hmm.
joked a little bit, but when it got serious, we could get in
Yeah,
that
we
bag.
pivoted.
Right.
And I think
was
that's
dope.
when we really learned, man, this shit is easy to us.
Yeah,
Because that was
good.
our first time doing some shit like that. And we made that shit like it was a breeze, man.
Right.
It's just smooth conversation.
right.
And then shit, all this feels we always got me. So
Okay, okay,
Damn,
I
Joe.
like y'all. Both y'all boys got y'all little selfish moments right now.
You gotta have them
shit,
sometimes.
time
man.
Hey,
is
I feel you.
yeah.
If you don't look out for you, who will?
You got one, Todd?
To my
Piggybacking on what Joe said, the women's conference.
The women's
Piggyback,
conference.
Todd.
I just said I was.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that.
That's what I said.
That nigga was gonna say
But-
talking about
Shut the fuck up.
I'm pretty sure this feeling includes.
But no, Olivia's and the mental health,
double.
the mental health one.
What Ross said, one request, all teachers get paid.
That's the one.
The mental health one with Mikey Nike and the Olivia one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the two that, I really like doing. Those were cool. We got to talk to the what's the boy name? Dre.
Oh, Dre.
Dre, Dre was
at the
pretty
mental health
cool.
conference. Yeah.
Got Mike ass to goddamn talk on the mic a little bit, even though he don't really do a
Maybe
whole
we can
lot
get
of
you to talk on the mic.
So yeah.
In the mic. Yeah.
Except when he look at Hooter.
Right. Oh no, why he gotta look who in the eyes this whole
Yeah, nigga.
conversation?
He really looking me in my ear because I ain't looking at that.
That nigga be gazing. Yeah.
I keep turning. Nigga, stop trying to make. I ain't got to
Trying to be intimate with you.
I understand y'all niggas miss me, bro. It's okay.
Glaring
You
in
got
my
somebody
eyes.
to goddamn play with now, man.
Nah, I was getting real comfortable in my seat. We
That
had
nigga-
space.
That nigga was over there
Right.
being relaxing.
Hey,
Todd.
one more week. Hey.
Straighten that nigga
Hey,
up.
Todd, let me talk to you.
Nah,
But
what
yeah,
would you
man,
do without
It's
me?
been a dope year, man, and we're gonna keep it going, man. Did y'all see the couple, man, in Pennsylvania who mistakenly got $120,000 deposited in their bank account and they spent it and now they facing felony charges?
I saw that shit, man. That's crazy. Like, I get it, but then I don't. I ain't asked for this money. Y'all gave it to me. I know it's not mine, but is it really up to me to
I mean,
tell
I
y'all?
didn't take it.
I didn't take it.
Right.
You gave it to me. Maybe I thought it was a blessing from God.
Right.
What's crazy was they went and bought a SUV, a camper, 2 4-wheelers, a car trailer, and they helped some other people out with money.
There was,
So
there
they
was,
couldn't
like
return all
Robin
the shit
Hood.
they bought?
hey, there was niggas.
You would have, I don't know. I never saw a picture of them.
They bought a camper.
That was your
Nah.
cousin, Robert and Tiffany Williams.
Might have been. Shit, they look out for me though. Goddamn, let me hold something.
They bought a camper and ATVs.
I mean,
I'm willing.
honestly,
I think I could guess that one.
Nah, stop. Think about it. How often do we talk about we would love to have one of them motherfuckers? We always
I
talk
ain't
would
about
never
love
said
that.
that
That is
shit.
true.
We in a group message
Yeah.
always talk about.
I
that
would
shit.
love to have one.
Right.
camper?
So
Hell yeah.
fucking right, nigga. I
To
would
tailgate.
like nigga. I be thinking about that shit like for retirement. I wouldn't mind having me a camper and a nice ass truck and travel.
Yeah, what's crazy, I think the bank contacted her and she was like, yeah, let's set up payment arrangements or whatever. And then they called back and they ain't been able to find her.
That's why they
the
press the charges.
Yeah, can't find it.
Right.
They hit her with $107,000 in bank overdraft fees.
So question: 107,000 overdraft?
Yeah, because again, you spent money that wasn't yours, so they reversed it back out. I think what happened was
Also, every
So she had a-
transaction,
So she got to pay both.
35, 35.
Yeah, because see what happened was
Damn.
somebody deposited some money in Georgia, and he deposited $120,000. The person in Georgia miskeyed it
Put it in the wrong.
and put one wrong number or something in there, and it went to them.
fucked
And so
up.
instead of them reporting it, what they say you're supposed to do is report it.
Right.
They went on a spending spree. What would you have done in that situation? Would you have spent it?
Me personally, I spent that shit and set up a payment arrangement. Like
I'm
for
gonna pay you
real.
$100 a month.
Right, exactly,
Forever.
nigga. Nigga for a SUV, a camper, some 4-wheelers, I pay that payment arrangement.
So you wouldn't have thought to like, the hell I got a hundred, so you wouldn't have called the bank.
Jokingly, I that's what I would do. But
Gotcha.
I'm smart enough to know that this ain't my shit, man. I ain't fucking with federal people money. You
Yeah.
see that shit happening.
I'd
Like,
have got scared.
yeah, we see motherfuckers going to jail right now for fucking with the federal people. I ain't fucking with them.
You fuck
I'm
around.
scared of jail, boy.
Right.
And look, the bank came at me. I'm suing y'all for what they shit, pain and suffering. Man. It ain't my fault your employee put money in my
Had me
account.
thinking I'm rich.
suing the employee.
Yeah.
I'm suing everybody.
That nigga say soon after
Hell
paying
yeah,
something.
y'all nigga made me suffer for putting money in my account.
I think I'm rich and now I'm back broke.
But if you think about that. That employee made a mistake,
Right.
and that's a mistake, fine. But they was trained by you, and they put the money in my account. That's not my fault.
I'm pretty sure there's something you can sue for. If you can sue for
Oh,
you
yeah.
dropping your own hot coffee on you,
Definitely.
you gotta be able to sue for somebody
But
else fuck
I
up.
saw that shit. I thought it was kind of crazy that they was, facing felony charges. But hey, we know how the world works. So.
Right.
That's weird, man. It's Friday the 13th, man. Y'all ever been superstitious?
No.
Like, don't
Yeah.
split
Yeah.
poles.
Yeah.
and-
I don't like
yeah.
to split poles and I don't walk under ladders. That's about my only two.
I never really been around a ladder to walk under.
And then like the crates downtown,
Mhm.
I don't never walk on them.
The what?
Like the little
The
crates.
crack is.
Yeah. And you
Oh,
know
those
what I'm
little
saying?
vents.
The little vent.
I never
Oh,
walk on
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
I never
I won't
walk
step
on
on manholes either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No. I ain't.
See, y'all niggas more superstitious than you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
is
sometimes it's just safety type shit too. Like,
Yeah.
when you
true.
think
Yeah,
about it.
to me,
that's like a
stepping on that
safety.
thing, that's a safety thing.
Yeah,
That ain't
and
no
the ladder
superstition.
thing too. I don't know what the fuck to split the poles, but I still don't split poles.
What
Yeah.
about sports shit? Like y'all had y'all rituals in sports? Like
Hell no,
I
I
just
lost
listen to
doing
music.
everything.
Yeah,
I won.
That's right. Like the only thing I really did
Got
was,
on my lucky socks. Nigga ain't washed his socks. Get your little nasty
Nigga,
ass on.
only thing I did is I want to say it was my sophomore year, and I still have this shirt. Under my uniform, I wore my grandmother's shirt with her face on it. But
Right.
nigga, we went like 3 and 7. Some shit. Like that. I ain't wearing this shirt.
so
No
that
more.
shit didn't work.
Right. It ain't work. Sorry, grandma. I love you, baby. But they ain't work.
When I'm shooting dice, I don't count my money to the end.
I don't
When
know
you
how to
shooting
shoot dice. I never shot dice.
Wow.
For real?
I don't gamble. Like, I never shot dice.
Ever. You don't even know how to play?
I know the rules somewhat, but it's a lot of them that'll fuck me up.
Nigga dice is easy.
Yeah.
It's 3 rules. Max. When you go to the
Max.
casino, that's where they get.
Yeah,
like,
that I never touched.
You
that
can't even
casino
take them
table.
bitches
I
out.
have
Shake
because you
them,
can play
know,
the same
people
way,
just
but it's so
throw 'em
much
like that.
other options.
Yeah, and it looked like it moved too fast. For
Oh,
me.
it do. It be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you put, hey, you better not touch that thing. Like, no, man. Like, I seen a nigga try to pull his shit back up. They know, man, that's our money. Put it back.
If I grab the dice and this is in the Jabot era and pull my pants up,
Nope, can't do that.
hell
Yeah,
nah. They
got
took the dice and put out new dice because they thought I might have switched them or some shit.
Yeah. Like I've been around plenty high school, in the bathroom, pissy floor, dice games. Like them niggas was nasty. Now you think about that shit. Pissy ass floor. But I never partook. That shit crazy. Pissy ass floor. Speaking of partaking, Popeyes introduced a new BYOB. Are y'all partaking?
Oh man, that shit was so trash.
Bring your own
bread.
But think about it. If there's a weak point in the Popeyes, but BYB means bring your own bread. If there's a weak point of that sandwich, it's probably the bread. So imagine if you bought a sweet bun in that bitch or something. One of them, what the sweet bread buns is? Or one of them fucking mug
That's
shot
a prime
buns.
example where you fumbled on your opportunity. At first, I was saying that they didn't fumble by getting rid of it or like not being there. But when they tried to bring it back, and then you're not even giving me the chicken patty, you giving me chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. That's a whole different taste.
Popeyes, you trip. Like, you could have let everybody say whatever the fuck they wanted to say, but just bring that shit back when you was ready, more prepared for it in February or something. You know what I'm saying? When you got fully loaded. And then you come with this shit. Come on, you trip.
But I think they kind of messed up a little bit by because they brought up how bad their service was. Because I went the other day and the girl was like, it was my pleasure. Like, what type of Chick-fil-A off-brand shit you tried to pull here?
Did she say it right? Like, was it proper or was it hood? Like,
hell no. It was my pleasure. If you don't give me my 3-piece, you got wrong.
that shit crazy. So they should be partaking and retiring this chicken sandwich out there.
Is that your word for the day?
I guess so.
And partake.
Word
of the day.
Word of the day. Goddamn. Hey, but I get emails of words of the day. It's a lot of fucking words I don't know. And it be simple shit.
Well, good. That's why
you meant to do that?
I don't know what, you know how you be signing up for shit and everybody got your email and they just send you some shit.
Ain't no telling now. We got Hootie's a little different than what we've been remembering. Like
Hootie's.
Hootie got some evolution to him.
Hootie, man.
Hootie is ever changing.
Well, you gotta be evolutionary, man. You gotta change, man. Stop being the same old nigga.
It's different.
It be like that. Don't be the same old
shit
nigga.
you be excited about. I was like, fuck this cat.
I wouldn't be shocked tomorrow if Hootie like, hey man, I think I'm finna go into archaeology.
Yeah. You about to do what? About to study dinosaurs.
I want to study fossils.
Hey, that'll be cool though. See? Think about it, man.
See, I'm gonna go to Egypt because they said it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because
And
you
then
gotta
take pictures of the dirt in Egypt.
Yeah.
You ever see the dirt in Egypt?
You gotta think
that
about
shit fun.
sedimentary rocks and the other kind of rocks. What's sedimentary? What's the other rock?
I don't know. This is a joke. It wasn't meant to get serious.
I didn't.
Got him.
I ain't know I paid attention in science class. That shit's stupid.
Nah, but
Fuck y'all.
yeah, not shots out. Fuck y'all, Popeye. But
Shit.
shouts out to California, man.
Hey.
We've talked about this over and over again on this platform, and those who've been rocking with us know. Man, I don't know if y'all had a chance, but California has finally put a ban to private prisons, including the ICE detention facilities.
Good.
So
Great.
for people who don't know, there are such things as private prisons. Not trying to be fun, I just know that sometimes everybody don't know everything. Private prisons are for-profit prisons. They make, if I want to open up a private prison, I can.
Right.
And of course, they get paid by having prisoners.
Right.
Which
It's
means,
weird. If you if your profit model is to have prisoners, then you're gonna create prisoners.
You need bodies.
Right, you need bodies.
Right, because we saw the stories where the judges was getting kickbacks.
Right.
Right.
To get kickbacks, they was locking people up. So anyway, California has banned that, finally made it no longer a thing. They're getting rid of private prisons.
Thank you. Thank you.
Facts.
Hey, that's another thing that the dummies have asked for to get rid of.
We damn sure did. It was one of the episodes this
influence.
past year. Y'all go
Yep.
back and listen.
I don't know which one it was, but they've done away with it. So
We just need to move to California. That's what I'm
Because
starting to realize.
they're moving. I love California because they usually start the new wave of the right shit.
Right.
Right.
For the most part. So it's
They
pretty
do.
dope. Just go down on your fucking rent and mortgage. My God.
Think about this, bro.
But maybe that's the cost.
Besides them paper straws, I ain't with that shit.
I
Them-
still ain't
Yeah,
seen
that
how
shit
that
was
shit,
got-
or
that
how
shit
that
got
shit would work.
weird.
That shit
Your
trash.
paper straws always been trash.
Yeah.
And then
Like, I
you
don't use
You ever be
straws like
drinking
that,
and you be
but-
like,
I never.
You eating
that
paper
bitch
and
done
shit.
peeled off a
Yeah.
little bit.
Where do you get a paper straw?
I don't know. I just know I've had one before.
I don't know why. I've never.
I
had
mean,
one.
I've had one before. Like,
Yeah, I had one too.
I can't.
I can't think of the little market they be having over here on Saturdays.
You got to drink. If
But
you
like,
get a
it be
paper
places
straw,
You gotta drink that
you
shit
got to drink
quick.
that shit in 2.5 minutes.
Right. You get one sip. Maybe
Otherwise,
two.
that bitch gonna be soggy and you gonna be.
A soggy straw.
Your soggy straw.
That ain't gonna be it.
Hey,
That's crazy.
according to Vice, though, on that issue that stock, according to Vice, they were getting $119.95 per liter.
$119.
Nigga, is that
Them
Mexican?
dollars.
You said y'allas, man.
Yeah, you dollars.
No,
man.
you didn't.
Y'all.
Y'all niggas listening too hard.
Y'all.
Stop
Three
trying
against
to
one.
make
Nigga over
be
here.
funny and shit.
Nigga over here.
It's natural, man.
We gonna
It's
let
okay.
that. It's gonna play
What the
back.
fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
Nigga over here talking like what's his name? Noriega and Paper Soldiers right there. Wally. I ain't see you. You didn't see me
dollars,
water.
bro.
Y'all.
Dollars.
Y'all.
Y'all.
It's recording. What is it?
Yeah,
I mean, everybody
recording.
didn't hear y'allas, Todd. I mean,
it's okay.
yeah, it's fine.
Todd
It's
is-
recording. You
Well,
got-
thank you for that, Todd. We appreciate that fact.
and it's okay that you finally have Woodford tongue. Happy anniversary, my
Right,
nigga.
about time.
Ain't no wolf tongue. I don't even feel that shit yet.
Your tongue do. Y'all.
D Wade. I don't know if y'all saw this. We talked about, Christmas and stuff like that. But did y'all see that D Wade told Gabrielle Union that he won't let his kids believe in Santa Claus? He was like, matter of fact, he said, there's no way in the hell, his words, that I'm letting these kids think an old white man is sneaking into our house.
And I've always been that way, fool. Like, I feel him and I respect that because I'm not going to let nobody get credit for my hard work. I'm sorry. Like, if her mom wants to tell her there's a Santa, cool. But I'm not going to put up with the make-believe. And say
I think that's a
just
bit
me.
selfish.
I do too.
I'm a bit
Because
I'm with you.
Man, at the end of the day, once
okay.
they get
Old enough,
9,
they're going to
10,
know.
they're gonna know. And
By the
that's
time they get
important
eight,
time.
by 8 or 9.
But I don't go and tell them, hey, there's no Santa. I don't do that either. But I'm not just going to big up Santa for them either.
I just felt
well,
like
I think it's fun. It's hey, you better be good or Santa ain't gonna bring you
Right.
anything.
I don't do that, though.
And have a black Santa. Why Santa got to be white in your house?
that is true.
I don't give a shit black, white, green, or blue. I don't want another man getting my credit. That's just
Wayne Wade
me.
a trash parent.
That's on him.
I ain't gonna call him a trash parent because it's subjective to
Right.
how you want to do it. But I will say this: as a parent, once Jordan found out that Santa Claus wasn't real, it wasn't fun no more for me. Like, here you go. Like, shit, I do that every day of the week.
Right.
Like, here you go. It was kind of something fun about, going to sleep, waking up and thinking, oh, look at all this shit. I got to go to sleep early. And it's cool when they 8 or 9. By the time she was like 9 or 10, she knew it wasn't no
knew.
Santa. Now she got the
Yeah.
rest of her life to know that ain't no damn Santa Claus.
She probably played along a year or two for you.
Right.
But man, as black people, we need to try to keep our kids as long as we can because the world looks at them as so much older.
Now that I do agree with.
So we need to keep them as kids as long as we possibly can.
That's
And
why.
to your-
That's,
Right.
that's why I took my little girl phone. Like, no matter what, man, that phone makes them grow up faster than
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
they
to,
can see.
man. Like, give me that. Nah, you
Ain't no
don't need
telling
that. No
what I'd be.
Man, a phone in 5th, 6th, 7th grade, man, that's crazy.
Bathroom be splattered.
And to me, to what you were saying, and I mean, everybody suggest. I'm not saying that you wrong or none of that shit, but I just feel like kids don't give a shit about who gets credit. They just won't.
All right.
Like, they don't care about the sacrifice. Like, you could buy some shit that costs $300, they lose it, and can I get another one? They don't be caring about that shit. So to say that, like, shit, I want them to know that I did it. They don't give a fuck who did it. They just want it.
That might be the great scapegoat. Can I get another one? You gotta wait for Santa to bring you another one, baby.
Hey, it's always
Hey,
bro.
one way to look at shit.
You gotta wait for
Santa don't
to
come
bring
back
it,
to next year.
Hey, I didn't get
9
no
months.
toys coming. I didn't get shit from the store leading up to Christmas. Better wait on Christmas. Better wait on Santa. But you don't understand it until you start working and start paying for stuff yourself. Like, damn, you mean shoes cost money? I thought shit.
Shoes cost a whole lot of money.
I just asked my
Yeah.
mama for them. You know what I'm saying? She
It's
gonna tell you no.
It's
but
crazy. It's crazy that you say that because I finally got allowance in full effect. So it's about like $20 every 2 weeks, right? So I talked about it, but I never said when allowance started. But she went to the football game
Gone.
2 weeks in a row, right? So her allowance is $20 every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks. So she went to the football game back-to-back weeks, and I just gave her $20 each week. So that's $40.
Right.
So we was riding in the car. I was like, you realize,
you done for the money.
Yeah.
you realize you
That's your salary.
You count.
you got an overpayment, right?
You count. You tapped
understand
out.
the payment
right.
But
arrangement?
what made me realize that let me make sure she understand it is because I was like, did you spend that $20 at the game the other day? She's like, yeah, because when you get in, it was $8 or $7 to get in. And I got cheese fries and something that was $6 and something.
Yeah.
And then I only had $3 left. So it was something like that, whatever the math was. So I was like, let her know, because see, if you getting $20 every 2 weeks, the game only costs $7 to get in.
Right.
So you got enough to get in back-to-back weeks. Now you need to think about what's
How to
important.
spend your shit.
Mm-hmm. You might want to eat before your motherfucking shit. It's a lot of shit that dad want every week that I be wanting to get, but I can't because, budget say if you get that shit, your ass gonna be sleeping outside.
Right.
So that's why I was like, let me let her know. So I told her, you might be able to go over it, but if you go over it, you got to come to me and request to go over. Like, hey, can I get out a loan or whatever? And then I need to know how you plan on making that. How you gonna pay that back?
I need a good car wash, not the bad kind either.
Like you need to you gonna wash dishes for the next week.
You got to really wash the dishes.
Yeah, like I
want
need to
that
know
bad
what you gonna
shit.
do to get that.
And I'm going to sit out there with you right there. That
And-
spot right there. Get that spot.
And I may or may not approve it.
Speaking of, I just bought this nigga $2K and I said I want my car wash every day of the week. My shit ain't been washed yet. I'm glad.
Hey, bro,
He been playing 2K.
Hey, Warren is a finesser, man.
I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
He going to be washing cars.
I do it.
I got you.
I got you.
He washing all kind of cars Sunday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
You washing all three of them
Hell
hoes?
yeah, he wash all them bitches.
Man, my boy finessed you.
My boy ain't gonna even be
My
there.
boy ain't watching.
That boy gonna get
My
his
boy
girl
probably at
out
the
of
game right now with his shirt on.
He is, but the game gonna be missing. Goddamn, my car don't get washed. So I'll tell you that shit. What the game, man?
But-
Nigga, wires and all gone.
But we was talking about kids, man. And I was reading something. We talking about kids and Jordan and money and stuff. I'm gonna read this right off the thing. It's saying 9 classes that should be mandatory in high school. We all in high school. We all adults. We look at shit a lot different now. 1 was accounting. 2 was money management. 3 was taxes. 4 was building and keeping good credit. 5 is picking the right career. 6 was a nutrition. 7 self-defense. 8 time management. And 9 self-confident class.
I'm with all of those. They all greatly needed, man, because we seeing nowadays, especially with the kids in the era that they're coming up in, they need to know about money, and they need the most important than all of those, I think, is like self-confidence. Because it's so many kids that get out in the workspace and they're not able to handle a job. They're not able to handle being told no and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's the environment that they're growing up in, man.
I mean, that's true. I don't know, how much I needed self-confidence, but it is needed. I mean,
That's because you ain't had that phone in the 4th and 5th grade.
yeah, but I think that's just, I don't know, I just think, like, I thought I was a pretty cool person. I mean, and we all do, you know what I'm saying, in different ways, especially us. Like, I just never understood that low self-esteem thing. Like, it's something good about everybody. Just find what you're good at.
I think it's just one of them situations where nobody pour into you.
That's true, too.
What you mean? What you mean? Explain.
Like, tell you that you're enough or tell you that you cool or, you know what I'm saying?
Is that why
Compliment you
that class
basically.
self-confidence?
I get,
Right.
but I get that. I get that in some instances. But then, like, also learning a lot of these kids these days, they get that too.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah, I can't put. I'm with you. I can't put everything on some people ain't important to because I know some people locked up in jail that's killers that was
Had everything.
that parents went to church every Sunday and Wednesday and imputed all that knowledge and wisdom and they know the book
Yeah.
backwards and forwards, but
Right.
they still knocked the nigga head off.
Like Trey, my homeboy. Like his parents provided a wonderful life for him. He was a college student. He went to the feds for 5 years.
This is
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
Like,
This
you know
is
what I'm
true.
saying? So
Yeah, I still think you just individual. But with you, like what you said, I want to push back on you a little bit. You say self-confidence or just being assertive. You may or may not have changed the style that you did with podcasts because of feedback.
I did.
is that
If
self-confidence?
that's
Or
self-confidence,
is that like
or is that just
dealing
being
with-
conscious of people?
That's just being conscious because, like, even when I say shit, like, I never say it to be malicious
so in that instance, then why change it?
because I don't want to be malicious. So if I thought I wasn't being malicious, I was just being funny.
So
Right.
But then when I find out, like you're hurt behind it 3-4 times every
And-
week, then I don't want
and
to
I'm-
purposely
and I-
be
Continue.
malicious.
And I'm
be
glad
that
that
way.
you said that because that's important to know because you're saying like I'm joking here, people. Like I'm having
I'm
fun.
playing,
I'm just
yeah.
playing.
Mhm.
But when given a chance to explain it, you're not always explaining. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's dope. But I think this is some good shit. I don't, like you said, I don't know about self-defense because I always had.
Them hands?
Give me the sound, Hooter. I had hands.
Well, at Murphy, they had a class, because I was done with all my other shit, so I could just take some bullshit. They had a class called Math and Society.
Right.
I remember that.
And that was a dope class. That's probably one of the classes
Right.
I remember more than
What's
any
that?
other class.
What's that?
It taught you how to, back then, check.
Balance
it taught
a
you how
checkbook
to
and shit.
balance a checkbook,
Voting.
voting.
Yep.
It just taught you, like, normal shit that you're going to have to do after you leave. Not just no bullshit.
But I remember taking a accounting class when I was in high school. So, I mean.
I don't even think we had that.
But
nigga.
I will say, after I look at this list, some of the most important, I'd say money management.
Definitely.
Taxes. Nobody, nigga, I'm 30-something and I'm still don't be all the way understanding fucking taxes, man. That shit is complicated. It's married in one, single in this. And
Still got questions about
yeah,
that
man,
shit.
I'm still texting Courtney. Hey, what
What I need to do?
what box you check? And then, you know what her response be? Well, it just depends on shit.
All kind of shit.
Like, she gonna give you
And that's something the IRS need to
the
know.
whole
A
code,
lot of people,
goddamn.
man, a lot of people owe y'all ass because they just simply don't know.
right. Like, I mean well. I want to pay y'all, but shit, I want some money for
And
myself
then what's
too.
crazy is you let people, like, you give people the freedom to click
choose.
shit and change how they want, but then you don't.
Like, let me tell you what I
Like
am.
they say,
I'm
ignorance
married
of the
with
law
a
is
wife and some kids, and you tell me what's the right thing to select. This is how much money I'm
It's so
anticipating to make.
complicated.
Right.
Let me just click.
If you change this is how much you're going to owe at the
Right.
end of the year.
All right, give me some. You know that. Matter of fact, you already know that once I file my taxes, I made this amount of money and I owe this. Tell me that on January 1st. So I can know what to take out in December 31st. I don't have to pay y'all nothing.
Right. I agree. Yeah, but those 9 classes definitely be needed, man. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you. Do you just think the millennials are just too soft?
Yep.
Yeah.
No
I
doubt.
think so.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Like, and we hear it. We talk about it
I
all
don't
the
even know
time.
if it's
and they're
millennials,
babies.
though. Oh,
What
my
you mean?
bad. Go ahead.
No, what you mean by that?
Like, I think it's like,
Society.
ain't we millennials?
Yeah,
No,
that,
I
no,
think we're
we're
millennials.
we are
considered
millennials.
I think, well, and I just think it's society at the time right now. Like, older people, younger people, a lot of people just getting bent out of shape for bullshit, man. Like, shit we've been saying for 20, 30 years, we can't even say no more.
Man, kids are just allowed to be much softer than we was. So,
And maybe, and we talk about it all the time, maybe we were taught wrong. Like, get up, stop crying. You're a man, you're a boy. You ain't supposed to do that. So
I
we
still
gotta
agree with a lot of
we
that.
gotta decide which one we want. Me personally, I don't want my son to be soft. No. So I'm still gonna tell him, nigga, get up. You don't need to be crying. Be tough. That's what I think a man or a boy should be. That's just me.
Man, I'm telling you, when they took
You're offensive.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what they'll say now. Like, God damn, all I was just saying was how I felt. No, you can't say that.
Fuck your feelings.
I want my son to be a tough man who's gonna grow up in this tough world that y'all people who are saying that's gonna make it tough for him. So
man, when they eliminated the bully from the school, they fucked up order. Bully kept order.
I ain't never agree with bullies though. Them
Nah,
niggas
Right,
was
not the
bullies was
bully.
always trash.
Right.
Not niggas that picked on kids, but like they would call anybody a bully now. Even if you joke on somebody,
Agreed.
you being a bully.
You can be a bully
that
on the internet.
Yeah, I ain't talking about the big nigga that took the little kid lunch money. No, you pussy for that. But I'm talking about just joking, talking about people. Like, you knew if you came to school with some fucked up shit on, you was gonna get talked about. Now you might get in trouble, then your parents gotta come in. It used to be I had to do some shit for my parents to be called. I was like, damn, I didn't really did it now.
You a
Right.
bully? You bully Sean King?
Fuck Sean.
What Sean King did to you, man?
Man, that nigga,
Is he not a nigga?
no,
or
he
is
ain't.
he? I don't know.
That white
mixed,
bread
I think.
motherfucker, fuck him. Mulatto ass nigga. No, I hate that nigga.
Why?
Because he benefits off our struggle.
Think so?
Yeah, I know. So what else does he do?
I really don't know.
That's all he does.
I know he does good sometime, and I know he fucks up sometime.
I got to be honest. I've never heard him say anything positive. Every time he's on
Well,
that nigga shit.
I'm not gonna say.
I got to push back.
I'll say I've seen him bring positive light to some things that
Right,
make
bring
the light.
positive light
That's what
to
I'm saying.
himself.
I've seen, it's been plenty of shit that's been going on in the world. Whether, I don't know nothing about his dealings. I'm not sending that nigga money. But I'm just not. That's just silly anyway. Like, hey, man, I'm doing relief over here. Let me send you some money. But what I will say, it's been plenty of times that I didn't know about the story of some of them Ferguson people, and I seen him post it and seen it get shared by thousands of people, and then I get to pick it up, and then I'm aware of it now.
Right.
Whether I do something with it or not, he shared a lot of light on it.
And that's another thing why what I was talking about earlier, I'm going to pay attention to the news, but fuck your comments and what you got to say. But I'm just going to pay attention to the news.
It's just like any news that you get, though. Like, thanks for sharing it with me. Now let me find my own thoughts with it.
Let me do my research. Thank you, Sean King.
Fuck them.
You don't want to know.
on that one,
I'm going to hold that one.
But I understand why you would feel that way as well. So I get both sides of it. You need to be more bipartisan.
Fuck them.
That's one of the words I learned.
That's one of the words I learned. You've been in that goddamn email.
Be more bipartisan, my boy.
Okay. What I'm not going to do is goddamn give two fucks about Sean King.
Sean King ain't do you nothing, man.
Change your mind, man.
Yeah, man. But did y'all see about the Clippers, what they're doing in Inglewood? The Clippers, they're getting the fuck up out the Staples Center.
Yeah.
They're moving to Inglewood, and they're going to, but basically the main thing for me is they're going to put, or
$100 million
what's it called? Is
someone.
they're committing $100 million to the neighborhood for like libraries and student centers and kid centers and things of that nature.
That sounds great.
Here you go.
Unintended consequences.
Which is,
We ain't gonna be able to stay there.
Right.
well, they also have something. Oh, stop, listen. If you would have read, you would have knew. They also have something in there to provide moderate housing for the middle class families to live there as well. So that's a part of that $100
So they
million
took
as well.
care of that up
Right,
front.
exactly. So that's in there too.
How can you control it, though?
What you mean?
You can, because it's a lot of stadiums don't necessarily mean, because I like where the White Sox play at. That's still the hood when you walk outside that thing. That's why if you notice they push the Cubs a little bit more than the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's more friendly to go there.
Well-
but if you go to the where the White Sox play at, hey, that's the hood. That's the south side over there.
No, it's the north side.
No, it's not.
And
Where the White Sox play at is the south side, buddy. No, the north side is the Cubs.
That's
Wrigley.
wrong.
And then you
bro.
got to.
No, it's not. Bet me money right now. We're going to pause this motherfucker and look it up.
Okay, bet
Dez,
10.
look it up. Somebody, look it up. Bet me. Bet me
10.
$20. Thank you.
$20.
$20. Look it up. Let's
Pause and we'll be back with
Hold
an
on one
answer.
second. We'll be right back. We back. Where's the White Sox, Dez?
Don't ask this. X can't get right.
Yeah, where is it? Can't
I don't know where the fuck that is.
There's your answer.
Where's that, Dez? The White Sox? Okay. Thank you. I don't know. That was just a sucker bet. I like sucker bets, though.
Did you know that before, or you just was betting off a whim, hoping you were right?
Don't he like
Well-
Major League?
My man,
Remember Jabu? Did he like that? They say that shit on that movie a lot of times.
Well,
I know that from that movie and from what's his name, Frank. What was The Big Hurt?
Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
Frank Thomas. Just from that. Those
you know
two.
what? I trip because
We know.
because my folks stay on the south side and we ain't the north side is. about
And this
an
nigga
hour.
go to Chicago all
That's
the
what I
time.
was just about to say. His
I
folks.
went to a White Sox game actually.
You just
Damn,
be
bro.
now you see how you just be want to argue for no reason.
Right. So back to what we were saying. Just because the stadiums are in those locations don't mean that they going to gentrify.
But also, I want to know why is that your impression that no matter what, they're going to make it too much for people to live there? Or
Because that what happened to Brooklyn. But
is the people who moved to Brooklyn, did the individual who owns Brooklyn pay for everything?
Huh?
Like, is it privately paid for, or did the citizens pay for it? Because that matters too.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so in Inglewood,
Mhm.
the Clippers owner is the dude who used to work for Apple, right?
right.
Yeah.
He's paying for all of that shit. They're not putting this on the citizens of that area to pay for it. It's not coming from the city and through taxes and things like that. So shit like that, I can get. They change those areas and make them more for the richer, upscale people.
But you know what?
But
The only reason why that might work, because like I said, like I've been to Inglewood, but the only reason I've been to Inglewood, I didn't go there purposely. It was the airport is in Inglewood. So once you leave out the airport, you're in Inglewood, which most airports are in the hood, most arenas are in the hood, because people don't want that shit in their area. But
Well, it'd be the land tax. It'd be cheaper to
Mhm.
build over there.
so that's why it might not get gentrified, because like LAX is so busy and people don't want that planes constantly flying over your house. So that might save it. Then.
So I'm even more confused now. Because you came up with that right?
Of course.
Because you came up with that logic that the airports and the arenas are always in the hood, but you didn't think that this was gonna work because it wasn't gonna be in the hood. It was gonna be too pricey.
That's what I was saying. I can change points, so that might save.
Dummy.
That might save.
You gotta let us nigga know when you pivoted
So yeah, so
and not piggybacking.
that might be one thing that saves it because Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets, like it's not close to like LaGuardia, so
So it's in the Brooklyn area is more upscale and more
Right.
gentrified. And
right. But the airport being like for real, because I want to go to Roscoe's. You go to LA, you want to go to Roscoe's. It's in Inglewood. It's 4 minutes from the airport. It's right there. So that might save.
Gotcha. But I think that's dope, man. And hopefully, I know there's unintended consequences either way it goes. But ultimately, hopefully this shit works, man. $100 million into a community to help out kids and families who need that shit. I think that's dope, man.
Yeah, super dope.
That was a dope concept that they thought of. I don't know how we got on sports so quick, but that's cool. I got a study for you, Hoop.
Study me, nigga.
Studies say marriage rates are declining because men aren't economically attractive.
But nowadays, what the fuck is economically attractive? Because women
don't
want so
make
much
enough.
shit. What the fuck works
make
now,
enough
man?
for us.
Man, just this week, Courtney sent me some message some girl had sent, and she wasn't even cute. That's why I was like, she can't do that. But it was, she screenshot a message, and the guy was like, hey, you want to meet for coffee? And she was like, coffee? No. And then she was like, don't sell yourself short. Like, then the guy was like, what about dinner? She was like, yeah, don't sell yourself short. Don't let them take you on a cheap date. I like, Courtney, if you'd have told my ass no on my first suggestion on the date, we wouldn't be here. Cause like that shit just trash. Like what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with a coffee date? She's like, no, I'm worth more than a coffee date. I don't even fucking know you yet.
I can take you if you just don't want to go on a coffee date, but if you feel like you're worth more, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like
You ain't even worth the coffee date now.
Well,
right.
it's crazy
Cause I
because
damn sure ain't gonna offer dinner. I don't want to sit with your ass for no hour.
and then you ain't got shit to talk about.
Right.
Uninteresting ass.
Right.
Coffee could be like, all right, this
Check.
ain't working.
No, check. They ain't even brought the water out good. Check.
You sitting at dinner. So who are
They ain't
you?
even brought the bread out. Check.
Yeah. But it said the team found that people sought partners who made 58% more income than what men actually bring in yearly, which means out of touch.
Women? Yeah, they watch too much
out of touch.
The phones and shit, man. Too much Instagram.
Too much
and
Instagram, too much
They
TV.
look at Beyonce too much, man. Ain't everybody can't do that, man. It's okay to be an average, normal person, man. It's perfectly fine. And it's okay to keep working to get that shit. But if you never do, hey,
Right.
it's fine.
The stat said that the men that they were looking at, it says the fake husbands are 30% more likely to be more employed than men in real life.
You say fake
They're
husband?
19% more college educated. So to put it plainly, this is not my words, women want more financially out of their partners than what actually exists.
And what do they have? Does that study say that?
What
They,
you mean?
they be broke and be wanting all this shit.
What you mean what they
They
have?
probably got some dry chicken.
Probably.
All this shit.
Dummy.
Can't even cook moist chicken.
How you have overcooked hot dogs? Fuck out of here.
You want me to make $100,000
hot
the
dog.
first month?
You be like, you cook, no?
You done burnt the
No.
hot dog.
Your ass can't even cook an oven pizza.
That Tostitos, what they shit?
Yeah, I gotta make a lot of money because shit, we can't eat at home. Shit.
Crazy. That's why so many of them lonely now too, man. That's
I don't know.
Exactly why.
Keep on wanting.
I understand why
Goddamn,
every
we finna
woman
get
is
killed.
lonely.
Kill us. This the year of the killer.
Right.
We don't care.
But nah, man, it really do say that. So it's just basically saying that they looking for things like, this is a study. Get mad at the study. It's looking for things that don't exist. It's not there. The incomes, the education, and the things that you're looking for. And they're not saying that people don't have that. It's just saying overwhelmingly, if you look at the stats from what they're saying, for all the women who are looking for that, somebody gonna fall short.
Hey, women, y'all gotta realize y'all are shortchanged. It's way more of y'all than it is men.
I know
that
how
meet
we
your
can-
standards.
I know
man.
how we can fix it.
What's that? 2 wives?
Shit, hell no. It ain't enough for leave.
That's a lot of headaches, ain't it?
Yeah.
You gonna need double the money.
You only
That's a lot of pointless conversation,
You
boy.
imagine coming home? Oh shit, boy! Man, on a crush once a week. God damn.
Yeah, nigga, this
You
shit.
gotta do double duty.
You get half, you get the other half.
Concubine.
See you next week.
I gotta talk about nothing twice. Fuck that concubine shit. So, nah, I'm good.
One headache is enough, man.
That's two bad ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they might combine and have a quadruple idea.
You
Bad
know
luck.
what we should do? We should buy the world together.
Right.
The world?
The world.
How much that cost?
You pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That ain't a good idea.
The rainforest burning.
that
Let's go
word.
fix it.
Fuck that world. We'll finance it.
Damn, we finna get in trouble.
That's number of bad conversations all day.
Nah, I'm good.
It was the study. It wasn't us.
We just reading the comments.
Wow.
Todd, you gonna say something?
Hell no.
That nigga ain't talked about 30 minutes.
Man, it's the new year, man. You gotta. Hey, she don't even listen. What he said outside?
Yeah.
She don't even listen.
She'll listen.
Well, say
act
something.
like it, nigga.
Right.
Hey, look, is this nigga wearing a wire?
Something. Yeah.
What they say on the movies?
Pat this nigga down.
On the movies when the nigga don't be with you. Is this nigga wearing a wire?
Who is you,
Pat him
man?
down.
Man,
Who is your man's?
Who is this nigga?
Who is your man?
That's can't get right, homeboy.
Man, fuck that. This nigga scared.
This nigga scared.
Man, you ain't one of us, bro.
Man, you can say what you want to say, man. I told you. Shit.
Say it. Just say it, Todd.
What you want me to say?
Say it.
Anything.
What you want me to
We
say?
just want you to
Anything.
join in on our woman bashing session.
Say men need to have
Right.
2 wives. Say it.
Men need to have 2 eyes.
Yes.
like you mean it.
Now he gonna say, I ain't really mean to say that, baby. Stock made me
Stock
say
made me
it.
say it.
Stock made me.
So, Dad, I'm gonna need you to blurt out everything before this and just put Todd saying that.
How many times I ever asked you to edit anything I said out?
Cause you don't say shit.
How many times have I ever asked you that shit?
Why you gotta edit nothing?
How do you edit silence? goddamn?
Nigga gonna edit a blank
Have I ever
space.
asked you to edit anything out?
Hey, you ever
So what
you
the
know how
fuck y'all
you
niggas talking about?
but-
you ever
but-
open
Only thing that nigga say is teachers need to be paid more. Why the fuck that need to be edited?
Has he ever said anything that needed to be edited? Exactly.
man, you ever
And how many of everybody else have you edited?
Right.
Exactly.
man, you ever open a new page of Microsoft Word, like when you hit the new and it be that white page?
That's
What the
Todd.
fuck you gonna backspace on?
That's Todd.
Ain't shit there,
Ain't
Todd.
no drop down menu, nigga.
That nigga wanna press delete on a blank page.
That nigga ain't got
blank
no.
as fuck.
Nigga ain't got no cookies.
That nigga literally ain't talked for 30
That
minutes.
nigga said, say something, huh? You want me to be... Dude, what you want me to say? You
with
said
you.
everything.
I just need to know that you with us, man.
I'm with you, motherfucker. I'm right here with you.
Todd, it's your wife a headache.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Good.
Good question.
Shit.
Good
God
question.
Damn.
Somebody's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
What's the minute marker?
Oh, damn.
Hey, write this down. You might have to edit that part.
I'm gonna text it to her. Fuck that. What's the minute marker? Goddamn.
Come on, get in trouble with us, Todd.
She need to know.
I'm in trouble, man. I stay in
Damn,
trouble.
we know who not gonna be here next week.
I'm in trouble right now.
You and that podcast is done.
See you in a little bit, my nigga.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all just got
Tell you,
Todd in
man.
trouble for
Hey,
that.
you remember I told you this week earlier. Y'all niggas are the worst friends a nigga can have, bro. And I mean that.
Do you know that? You
Not
know
really.
But do
I
you
don't
know
even understand why I'm y'all niggas friends
but
sometimes.
hey,
bro.
would you? You do know that means the opposite as well. We the best friends. But would you want friends who don't tell you the truth and fuck with
Ain't
you
no
and-
truth to the shit you saying. Who?
It's true that you don't say shit, nigga.
That was true.
that was true.
That was true.
But man, like your true friends gonna tell you that kind of shit, man. That's the kind of conversation you have.
Bruh, I don't have a problem with you telling me if I'm fucking up. I don't have a problem with that.
Right. So
But
it's,
if I-
Actually, kind of you're saying that you
you do, right.
You do.
So,
No, when I told you earlier this week in the group mess when I said too soon, you niggas went on for an additional 30 minutes.
Yeah,
bro.
because you shouldn't have told us too soon.
and
it was
you
right on time.
it was hey, hold on.
I said too soon,
Hold on,
like I
hold
was
on.
pissed off at the
So
shit.
so you
Oh,
was
that make it even better.
you were telling us it was too soon that you were too late?
Shut the fuck up. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
You should have been late.
Too
nigga.
soon, bro.
Yeah, too
Man,
late.
too
No
soon.
show.
Keyword. I mean,
Never.
everybody knows the rule in a group chat. Like, anything that you know the nigga get mad about,
We gonna say
they
it.
gonna expose him more. Like, the best thing to do is be like, yeah, bro. Man, do the fake laugh with that shit or
Or
something.
come back in 80 messages like you normally do. That's all.
Too soon.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
this
go
is
away.
a soft spot.
That's
huh?
it. We gonna attack that shit.
push
Bro.
the
You
hell
getting,
out that.
you getting all kind of
Just like Ray said on live, whichever bitch I come back in here and start choking, that's who the fuck I'm talking about.
can't get right.
Right. That nigga, hey, if somebody going against me, Todd gonna like every one of they text messages.
Hey, bro, that-
do.
I was missing for the 80 text message. That nigga because I laughed 1 to 2 times.
No, it's like 6.
Todd's going over that cheerleading and shit. Bro, I wasn't
Man,
on the
y'all
one
get off my
laughing.
boy, man. Y'all, he's
Hey, man,
sweating and shit.
All right, well, let's talk about something. I don't know what though.
What you got?
I ain't got shit. Let me look at this.
Just tired of talking about Todd.
We've been rambling around this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's
Shit, man.
Damn.
What you got?
Todd,
Todd, you got a topic?
Yeah, I do.
Man,
Absolutely.
that man had a phone full of topics and ain't brought one
Come
in
on,
there,
let's go,
bitch.
Todd. What
Because
you
I'm
got?
letting y'all niggas go. But my topic, my next one is Nipsey. Y'all saw that the Puma collab he had when they released
That
it.
shit sold out in like a
First
day.
Oh, did it?
fucking day.
I ain't see that.
Nah, with their
First,
hours.
right.
Yeah, it sold out quick.
That was to be
Sold out
expected,
quick.
though. I think that was
Yeah.
to be expected, man. Because like his website had been selling out since the unfortunate situation. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure that was gonna happen. That's dope,
Right.
man.
I mean, definitely dope. And then the proceeds, they say all proceeds go to his foundation.
I don't think Puma. They better not pull that. Like I don't think they'll do it.
I hope not. I don't think people would let that happen. Meaning the
they
people
not.
who's in charge.
So it
of
better
his
go
situation.
Puma. It
Right.
better go where it's supposed to go. And I know it will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like they gonna make their money back off of it, but profits, not proceeds. All profits go. So they gonna make their money back, whatever they had to pay for it. But the rest of it, they're not supposed to benefit from it.
Mhm.
But you end up benefit from it because if you're wearing Puma, maybe you might buy some other Puma. So hopefully they benefit from it. Hopefully they restock it because I did want to buy some, but shit.
They have to.
That's what I was
It only
gonna
makes
ask.
sense- It only I don't know, but it only makes sense, man. If your true reasons for doing this was to donate to his people and to his foundation and to his fund, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like,
I just hope they ain't doing like they ain't on no Jordan shit. Well,
Like-
That's what I was just about
like
to say.
if you think about it, like are they donating 100%?
100% of profits supposed to be.
So they'll make their money back at least.
Yeah, they gonna make their money
So,
back,
you know-
but everything that's profit. And then it was reasonable.
Yeah. So
That
yeah,
makes
you're not-
sense. So they gonna
Right.
break even, and anything over the even point go to the.
to the foundation.
Yeah.
So as long as you make your money back, man, keep doing it if you truly want to do good.
That's dope, man.
Super dope.
Shouts out to Ty with the first topic of the year.
Oh, man.
He got a phone full.
Got a phone full.
Give us another one, Todd.
You another?
Yeah, one more.
Uh,
Last one of the year.
I got you, baby. Want to keep going? Let's
First
keep
and
going.
last.
The Joker movie, y'all. You know it's coming, right? People are worried that that new movie with all the mass shootings going on, that's kind of gonna provoke some more shootings.
Cop out.
Right.
Yeah, it is, man. That's another thing, man. Like, let that shit go, man. Like, that's another thing of talking about society being too sensitive, man. Like, I love those type of movies. I love war games. I love shooting games. I love shooting, killing movies. I haven't touched my gun in 4 years.
Yeah, but who do you have since?
Exactly. So that means if you have sense, then that movie's not going to affect you anyway.
But-
And if you don't have sense, that movie's not going to affect you anyway because you're going to do that shit anyway.
But like you
But-
said, it's a fucking
but-
cop out. Like you trying to blame something like entertainment. That movie is supposed to be for entertainment.
I
And
guess if
it's-
I watch
and you heard-
Ocean's 11,
11,
I
you
think
gonna
I'm
wanna
gonna go
rock.
running to Wells Fargo and pull
Right.
it out. I got a lot of people in here. Let's go. Y'all want to pull off an Ocean
And-
11,
and-
Ocean 12 heist?
And your comment about I have sense. You heard what Todd just said? He has no sense. And he's still not going to do that shit.
Whoa.
He was like, he's not going to do anything to kill anybody or whatever he said. Meaning he's not going to do it. But
Damn,
he
why you-
doesn't have sense and he's still
Right.
not going to do
Fuck
it.
you,
If
do it in
Todd-
the fight.
yeah,
What the
right.
fuck you want to do?
If Todd got enough sense not to kill
Exactly.
people,
Thank
it's
you.
no excuse for anyone.
Thank you for helping
Right.
me out. That's all
I
I'm
with
saying.
you. I'm with you.
It's just a joke, Todd. I'm just fucking with
I
you.
don't know what.
Nah, but
What you two niggas got going
it's
on?
crazy. It's sick. You know, the shit that people do pull. You know what I mean? We don't want to see those mass shootings
Right.
for no reason. But I think we need to stop allowing them to say movies are the cop out for that. Like, just something is just not right with that person, or that person's they just evil.
Right.
Let's just say that. Don't
Right.
put it on no movie. Don't put it on no nothing. Put it back on that person.
Right. Don't limit my entertainment because you feel like because this person is watching the shooting movie.
And I feel like sometimes society pick and choose who can use
who
the
can
video
use that
game
fucking
excuse
video game excuse.
or who can't.
we never get the video game.
Right.
Hell
I
no.
play video
I was
games.
playing Vice. That's why the nigga shut up the club.
Like, never we gonna
You know what I'm
get
saying?
that,
Like
man.
we can't use that shit. You don't treat our kids like that.
I watched Paid in Full. I
He's
want to
an
sell
animal.
crack.
He's
Damn.
Right.
he's
That's
an
I sold crack because I saw blow.
I saw Scarface. I was snorting coke and shooting bazookas in my living room.
You know what that do to our ass? Put y'all ass up under the jail. Life.
Like,
Fuck you mean? Like
Claude Ray got life.
you mean?
Claude Ray got life just for being there. Guys. They ain't did nothing.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And that was a good depiction.
That's
It had
exactly
nothing to do with
That's
that.
exactly what it was. Goddamn.
Yeah, so.
All right, thank you, Todd.
You're welcome,
For
bro.
your first and last topic of the year.
No, I got some more. You want some more?
Look at you contributing.
You talking with
Year 2.
I'm doing
why,
what?
Why? Hey, why you
Contribute?
talking? What you got?
I'm done.
Yeah, you never started.
It been 4 weeks in a row. You'd be like, can't get right what you got. Shit, I got this one topic.
The
one?
That's
Go on for 2 hours. I got this one topic.
But I add so much to y'all niggas.
That nigga got 6 minutes of content over there. What the fuck we gonna do with that?
hell
7
no.
days.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
If we could,
6 minutes
measure our like content that we bring,
Yeah.
I'm high.
No, you piggyback.
Very much so.
That's not bringing.
By the actual definition.
That's not bringing. That's piggybacking. Difference.
Hey man, I'm on the wing. Just give it to me.
I feel you.
Damn, bro, I ain't gotta bring the ball up the court and score. Just give me that bitch on the wing.
You got to do both, but
I'm
you know,
good.
sometimes do the other.
You want me to bring the ball up the court, goddamn, shoot it.
No,
Then
nigga.
if I miss, I got to rebound and put it back.
No, nigga, I want to shoot from the wing sometimes.
That ain't what you good at. You good at the Shit, hey, we all got to roll.
Let me get a layup off the goddamn fast
You know
break
what I'm
sometimes. Cuz give me the
You know,
outlet pass.
We got Todd on the board, not the rebound boards, but
Like the
actual
scoreboard.
We got Todd.
How many assists I got?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got 8. You know.
4 fouls.
So you know Todd, man.
Todd, how far I am away from the record? Shit, you got about 6 more points. All right.
Shoot that bitch 8 more times. You got it.
Damn, the player coach.
Todd gonna throw you a towel, a Gatorade.
He know how the whole offense work.
Todd gonna put a chalk on your hands for you, goddamn. All
Yeah,
that.
so hey,
We
we all
appreciate
got a
it,
role
though.
to play.
You know, it be like that.
Damn, Todd.
Stock ain't
People
gonna do
gotta
nothing but
look at
call
something
bad plays, though,
appealing.
goddamn. Over there with that terrible ass drawing board.
Please. Please. Let's not talk about me. Let's
These,
not talk.
these niggas so scared. Y'all niggas, they just looking.
Because
Get on that.
They know what's up with Suge. They know what's up
Oh
with
no,
Suge.
I hate.
Don't let him.
I hate how
Don't
but
bait
no,
him. Don't
I
let
really
him bait-
thought we would stop it.
Don't
That's
let
why.
him bait. We about to stop. Come on.
Yeah, that's why.
Dummy.
Go where I want. Good. Young CEO. Suge. Yeah. Where we at? California State Assembly. Unanimous. Goddamn, what I
You're
said?
nice, man.
Dummy.
What kind of word is that, nigga? Announcement in the United States?
Unanimous.
Nigga,
What?
say it
Dummy.
again.
One more time. Come on.
You got it in you.
Unanimously.
There you go, man.
There we go. They passed a bill to allow college athletes to profit from endorsements. They basically voted 73-0 in favor of SB 206, also known as the Fair Pay to Play Act, which is a proposed law which is going to allow college athletes in California to get paid off their likeness and get paid off their attributes. I don't know if y'all saw this. I felt like this was a big topic. It's going to go a lot of different places. What do y'all think about it and where we at with it?
I think it's dope, man. I think it's dope, and I think it's because we've been talking about that shit for years and years and years. And we played, last year back in 2006, and we was talking about it at that point, that these players should be able to be paid for their likeness. Like, I was on a video game, pay me for that, and I've been paid for it. So I kind of get that these kids, if we got paid for it, it shouldn't stop there. It should go to that next level. And you should be able to get paid if your jersey is sold, if your picture is sold. Like, we was at Alabama State this weekend, and they have kids on billboards. If I'm on a billboard and I'm drawing attention to this university, I should be able to be paid for that. Or you shouldn't be able to use it. Like, I can't go around posting your stuff everywhere, and it's perfectly fine and perfectly okay. So I'm all for it, man. I'm cool with it, man. Now, I do think it does need to be monitored. I don't think it needs to be limitless, but it does need to be something.
Now, I don't think players should get paid because I don't think it's a fair way to do it.
Likeness.
Likeness, yes. I do agree with that. Like, you're selling my jersey. If I'm number 10, you're selling 1 million number 10 jerseys. I need to get a piece of that. If I'm on the video game, like you said. But I just want anything that brings goddamn NCAA football back on PlayStation. So whatever they got to do, whoever they got to pay.
With that, do you think NCAA survives if it has to pay so many people? I know they make a lot of money.
I think it survives, but I think we lose a lot of programs. Well, I'm not going to say lose a lot of programs, but the unintended consequence that we always talk about, I think we're going to find out that a lot of programs suffer from it. some of these smaller programs may not have the revenue that Alabama or Florida, or Georgia, Texas, Ohio State have, USC have to pay their players. So what does that look like? I feel like the landscape will totally change.
Well, no, but like if you're only paying off their likeness, then the school is not being harmed.
It is It is because right now they're being paid off the likeness and is all going to the school. So the school loses some of that money.
And
that
I challenge you this: if you a first round draft pick left tackle,
go to Southern.
they're still not gonna pay you. They still like your jersey's not selling,
Right.
But you're the reason, arguably, why your school is thriving and doing what they're supposed to be doing, but you're not getting paid because the quarterback jersey.
So the left tackle
Right,
at
but-
Alabama is not going to get the same money as Tua.
Right.
But the left
But what if the
tackle-
left tackle's a higher prospect than Tua?
But the left tackle should be able to sign jerseys or sign footballs or whatever.
He's still right because at Alabama he's going to get something. He's going to get it in maybe a car commercial or because
Right.
he'll get something, but Tua's still going to get more than him.
Cool.
And that's
Nothing wrong with that.
I think that's cool too. I think it's cool.
What you was about to say, Ty? You look like you open your mouth a couple different times.
Yeah,
It stay open.
I ain't mean it like that.
I just don't be wanting to cut y'all off.
Nigga, stop doing that. Cut people off.
Everybody cut everybody off. Just do it. Just give them.
All right, well, shut the fuck up. All right.
There you
Just
go.
act-
There you go, my
Right.
nigga.
I want you to act like I said something in a group chat. You know how mad you get every time I say something?
No. Anyway,
I want you to act just like that.
What you finna say, man?
Is it this California is starting this shit again? Is this California?
Yeah, the whole conversation we was having for about 20 minutes. Right. California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Can't wait till you slap that nigga Todd. I can't
it's
wait.
close.
Yeah, I
Coming
know.
close.
I saw
Coming
it.
close.
I saw the Twitch.
No,
Reconsider.
I really just
Reconsider.
Sure.
I
Are you
really
sure?
want to do a little
Subject.
bit more, homework on it. To be honest with you, because like you said, like the tackle or the fucking D lineman, like I wear a Willie Quinney jersey, a Quinny Williams jersey.
Willie Quinn, he
before.
played for UAB.
He played for Theodore.
in like
yeah.
01, yeah.
I was about to say Willie Quinn got a
Yeah,
jersey.
but Quinny Williams jersey. Because personally, I know the nigga, but I wear his jersey before I wear, and I don't even like Alabama, but I much rather prefer wear his jersey at Alabama than I would have.
Do they sell his jersey?
They wouldn't. They don't. They didn't.
So then
And he
you're not gonna
went
be able to buy
higher.
it. Right, and so that's the thing.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to buy it.
I don't know if anybody else seen this, but I want to add the second element to it. Tebow. We saw Tim Tebow came out. Now, you have to understand Tim Tebow's position. He said it was Tom Brady, Peyton Manning maybe, and then I want to say him. He was the third selling jersey in the world, and he got paid off none of it. And he said that he don't think players should get paid off their likeness. Now, this is a person who arguably sold millions of jerseys around the world, and he's saying that he don't feel that players should get paid. His reasoning was, he said stuff along the lines of, it's the reason why college football, and I'm paraphrasing, it's the reason why college football stadiums are bigger. It's places that people are fans of college football because their granddad was a fan, or their granddad always wanted to go here, or their aunt went here, or they grew up one day and just saw the colors and they fell in love with this. It's a different love for college football, arguably. It's more attractive. It's one of the biggest attractions, even more so than NFL football. NFL is big bucks, but college football is just deeply rooted in people's heart. So he was saying that if you start paying them like you paying these NFL athletes, you start paying them like they prima donnas, they start acting like prima donnas, then you lose the quality or the lust of why people love college football. What's y'all response to that?
My response is, you work them like they're NFL athletes. You know what I'm
Pretty
saying? They're up probably longer hours than an NFL athlete. They have to get up. They have to get up and go lift weights in the morning. They have to go to class. They have to get out of class. They have to go to practice. They have to get out of practice. They got to probably go to another class. And after that class, they probably got to go to study hall. So, man, these dudes are working their ass off, and he knows it, for 10, 12, 14 hours a day, man. And I do think they should be compensated for the simple fact that, man, I was in college, man. I had my dad asking me for money.
They treat them like prima donnas
You know what
to
I'm
me
saying?
anyway.
I mean,
right
I
now
get
anyway.
that, Huda, but I ain't gonna let you off that easy, because shit, college students have to go to class.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that ain't no...
I'm
Nigga,
not.
you
I
in
wasn't.
college.
I wasn't saying it like I get that, and I understand
If
that.
that nigga
But
can't get
my
it
whole
right.
point is that those students still work hard, and they work harder than that regular student as well. Way harder.
Yeah, but after college,
Mm-hmm.
you have $60,000 in debt that regular student does that you don't have.
I have debt. Give me another one.
You don't have as much
Do you
as
have
a
debt
regular
from-
student.
Is the bulk of your debt from undergrad or from going and get higher education?
It does.
Past-
It's mainly from higher education, but it's still because I needed that higher education, so I needed more schooling as well.
Right, but
Bet,
even
but
then
imagine
that
if
was
you
a
had
choice.
undergrad on top of it.
I get that.
So
And then-
no,
then-
like you don't get nigga. You get a free education. Cool.
I don't get a free education. I earn a free education.
You earned it. Okay.
I work for a free education.
You're right. That equals out.
So
You earned a free education, so stop complaining about it.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Oh, I had to go to class. Nigga, you're in college.
No,
you don't want to go to class, don't go to college.
That's part of that day as well, man. It's more.
Man,
than
I had to study. The fuck you mean? You're in school.
and
Get that nigga cake,
Okay,
right?
so what about you selling my jersey that I get nothing from, and my mom has no lights.
It's not like you selling the regular student pencil.
Right, you don't have a fucking shirt with your name on it being sold regular guy.
That's what I'm saying. You should make money. You should make money off
The regular
anybody
guy.
buying your jersey.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. You trying to play me for complaining about being a regular student? Then don't.
No, you're complaining about being a student in college.
No, I'm
nigga.
complaining about being a student athlete and you making money off me and I get none of it, nigga. I'm complaining about
You
it
should
all.
be able to make money off your likeness, Hootie.
I get that. And
But
that's-
I'm sorry to say, like, your jersey wasn't going to be the number one sold jersey in the nation.
I'd have got
like,
more money than you.
Bad. You'd have got $32 more.
And I would have
Whoop-de-doo.
I would have took it. Shit.
Okay,
That
we
32
all can agree with that. Shit, on sale, 50% off, I would have bought one of your jerseys too.
And I would have appreciated you for it. And
Hey,
I
I
would
would
have
have supported you.
And I would have got paid for it.
Bet. I agree.
All right.
Give them some money though, man. I mean, all these corporate sponsors that these niggas have during the Final Four, these bowl games, and all that shit, man. And not to mention the money throughout the year. Pay them niggas something.
All right. So again, let me ask you this then. I start paying you. Do I need to change the structure? Because a lot of people argument will say, well, they pay these coaches millions of dollars. Well, that coach can get his ass fired because of these sorry ass players. That was a point that Huda had earlier. So can I now start cutting these players that's not worth a shit or getting them off my team? Like, how does that work?
Well, we all know, me and you know at least that you don't have a 4-year scholarship. You have a 1-year scholarship
That is
each
true.
year.
It's true
A lot
now.
of people don't know that.
They don't know that. So it's
Most
not.
people don't know that.
Yeah, right. So it's you already can.
Did you kind of have to run them off a little bit? Or like how, I mean, I'm
No,
just
because
asking.
when that new coach came and when Watson Brown left and that new coach came, he got them the fuck out of here. A lot
I thought he
of them.
ran them off.
What's the difference?
Well, run them
Don't-
off is making them quit.
I don't know if it's necessarily running them off or it was some of them who he was like, you won't play here. You should go somewhere else.
I think
Okay,
it's-
so he giving them the choice, but he's telling them.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Just quick. No, don't give me no fucking details. College football or NFL?
As far as what?
What you want to watch more? College football or NFL?
College football.
College.
Why?
Every game matters.
It's more exciting.
And so I think that's what they're saying. Like, I'm kind of torn. I ain't gonna lie. I do think that players like are getting exploited. Some. I think that these schools are making millions of dollars. The NCAA made $1.1 billion in 2017. And these athletes, some of them can't. Remember we talked about this before. We was talking about the Fab Five. Jalen Rose was talking about all them Nike sales and him and Chris Webber, and they couldn't even get a pizza after the game. Like they couldn't even afford to go get that.
And that's not fair.
But my thing is, I feel like they're getting exploited. But I do think also it's a choice, meaning like you choose to go to these big schools. You don't have to necessarily go to these places. You are getting the education in return. Like he said, some of these people are, we know people out we work with, we see them every day. They got $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 worth of student loans. You fuck around and go get a master's on top of that. You even higher than a student athlete maybe. And these student athletes are taking this degree that they got for free. They maybe didn't make it to the NFL, but they're taking that degree and then they're also turning it into a career. So they're kind of a little bit ahead of the curve in that. So to just talk about it, it is perks that come off both sides of it. I don't really know where I fall right now no more because I don't want to see the fabric of college football change. Because everybody at this table and probably everybody in this room, we just see people walk in with Florida State shirts on right now. I don't really like an NFL team because the personnel changed too much. But my loyalty to my college team ain't never changed. You see what I'm saying? Like NFL, I'll be like, oh, man, I like him. I like this personnel. But college football, it just never has changed.
But personnel for college football changed too.
It do. But
Yeah,
you,
but the team.
But you,
I know the team is still the team.
time out. I got him. Don't worry about him.
I'm not. You don't need to get me.
No.
I'm just saying,
I'm not saying get you, but I'm just saying you used to be a Dolphins fan. Now you want to be a Saints fan. Are you still an LSU fan?
Yeah.
All right. It's never going to change because, like Tebow said, it's a tradition in your college football. What happens when this shit becomes just like the pros? We already seeing this transfer portal.
Right.
We already seeing all these kids going all across the country. We already seeing them choose to sit out for bowl games and stuff. What's going to happen?
It's gonna change,
There's
but
not gonna be any more
but
loyalty.
things change. You know what I'm saying? Things change. So that's just something that we're probably gonna have to deal with. It's evolution. Shit changes, and if it changes for the good, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's the
But I
prima
feel
donna
like
shit I
it's
was-
changing, and I think it needs to change, man, because that Tebow can say whatever he wants about that, man. But college football has never made this amount of money. Coaches have never made this amount of money. Universities have never made this amount of money. And they're not making it because it's the university.
So
They're making it off of these kids. Like last year, Texas A&M football made $143 million. You
Man,
can't tell me they can't get them kids two?
no, I agree with you. Players should be able to be compensated some type of way. But being a selfish fan, like, I'm a big college basketball fan. I hate the one and done rule. I would rather they stay 2-3 years because I love college. I think that will help them out in the long run because you get, that helps the NBA veteran players. They don't get kicked out as much. And it gives players time to develop, learn the game. So when they come into the league, they're more ready instead of having to be taught the game. So as being a fan, I don't, like Stock said, I don't want to see college football be messed up like that. Like, I'm always going to be, whoever I'm a fan of, I'm going to be a fan of them.
Right.
I don't want to see that. Because what's going to happen if Alabama can pay players, can UAB?
I get it.
Alabama State.
That's
Right.
what I was going to because
You can't.
But I guess what happens is, let's just say those bigger top programs can pay. Those other programs still remain the same. They get the same format. It's not like it has to change for them.
Yeah.
But
Well-
I just still feel like it's going to be an unintended consequence. And I feel
And
like we're going to see a lot of schools shut down doors.
It will, and I try to remove myself from it. Because, yes, I'm a huge fan of LSU. I'm a huge fan of UAB. But for me, I'm more of a huger fan to these kids who don't have anything, man.
Yeah,
Like, and it's a lot of them. Like, it's way more who don't have who do.
So,
that will
okay.
also be exploited because Alabama can say, oh, this 3-star player want to go to UAB. Let me snatch him up, put him on the bench for 4 years, but I'm going to pay him because it's nothing to them. When he could have possibly went to UAB, got a free education,
But then that's when.
and had a chance to maybe go to
But then
the
that's
NFL.
when he'll still get a free education. He'll still get a free education and can have a career, like Stock said. But also, like Stock said, you made that choice to go there.
I have a question.
Yeah, but if you're 18 and this school is saying, hey, I'm going to pay you, not your stipend, I'm going to pay you. That's hard for a kid whose mama's
Also-
having trouble.
Also, your scholarships are limited. Do you think Alabama has room for a 5-star on their team just to take them away from UAB? They turning away 5-stars.
This is true.
If they don't have a need at that
Right.
position.
Right.
But I do have a question, right? We talk about exploitation. And I mean, people can look at this as a sports conversation, but a lot of this is business, honestly,
Right.
is what we're really talking about. We say exploitation. In business, isn't a lot of business exploitation?
Mhm.
You're exploiting a need and you're giving somebody something in return. Let's talk about insurance. We insurance to death. There's insurance on your house, insurance on your car, insurance on your cell phone, insurance on your TV, insurance on insurance. Like, man, we
You
pay
can't insure
insurance
your
sometimes
insurance.
for 50 years, and then you still have to pay a $500
deductible.
deductible, and they still got to meet this thing, and then they'll tell you, nah, we don't qualify for that.
Oh, we
You
don't
see
pay
what I'm
for that
saying?
part.
So, like, isn't that exploitation?
It is.
Man,
Very much so.
So
It
what
is.
part of business? What part of business is not exploiting?
Man.
A good businessman is, in a sense, exploiting something.
And that's another reason why I'm all for this. I'm all for this because if everything's exploitation, I'm for people trying to fight against that exploitation. You gonna exploit me? Fuck no. Give me some money.
Look, man, I worked at Sears, and then they used to have this metric that you could go look at, and it showed you how much you made the company per hour, and it was well over. I used to make the company well over $100 an hour.
Yeah. And how much you got paid?
$10.
I mean, we work for a particular company. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna call them out, but we work for a company that sold cell phones, and with that sale, they were saying that technically there is no price or cost on airtime, and your base airtime plan may be $49.99 when it only costs them a cent for you to roll off airtime.
Right.
They're exploiting us.
Right.
Yes.
But it's good business. But your need is, I need a cell phone to be in contact with people.
So
we're not
data like that does like their bandwidth is so strong. Like they cut you off at 10 gigabytes because that's what you're willing to pay for. That doesn't. If you use 11 gigabytes, that doesn't cost them anymore because the structure's always there. So everything is exploitation.
I got a question.
And my thing is this for you pivot though.
I wasn't gonna
Marcus Lattimore. You remember him,
making
right?
me pivot. Yeah,
No, you
Marcus
finna go
Lattimore.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You
Who hurt his knees?
South Carolina.
still dribbling.
He
He ain't picked up his
You know what I'm
dribbling.
saying? So
That nigga just
He,
he about to cross over.
he running the same. He risked the same thing that an NFL player would. He never was right after his knee injury. You know what I'm saying? So he was the star player there. He never got back right.
Insurance.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
He
And
got an education where he don't owe student loans, like some students. And he had, if I want him, I could be
couple
wrong, but it was
$1 million.
something like $2.5 or $3.5 million insurance policy.
but that's rare. But when you're that good, it's not. But
But think
I didn't
about
know
the money
anybody
he
who
made
had
for
that.
South Carolina,
like
though.
Willis McGahee.
let's say Roddy would have tore his ACL, tore his knees all up. He didn't have that. He'd have been fucked up.
I don't know what he had, but you're right. I
Like
get what
most
you're
time,
saying,
most time that
theoretically.
shit be announced. They
Right.
put it out there. And, like,
Once you get hurt.
no,
Yeah, once you get hurt.
Nah, they be putting it out there like before.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know Willis McGahee or Lattimore had that until they got hurt.
You're right. I didn't know about him.
You didn't know about nobody until they get hurt.
That was a guy. I
Who?
need to think about it.
Who was that?
It was a couple of them.
It was a guy.
It was a guy.
It was a
Chill out.
There was a guy. Okay, it was a guy.
I'm gonna think about it. But I'm for real because they announced it. Like it was like before his season because he decided to come back. I'm gonna look it up and find it. He decided to come back, but they were like he insured himself
Gotcha.
in order to
yeah,
be safe.
I mean, we can go about this for days. We're both passionate about both sides. So we
Yeah.
can go about
And
it.
but quick question for you. Since you said that and you went that route and you felt so bad about them exploiting, do you still not know where you stand on it?
Well,
Because you felt passionate about
well, me personally, and this is just me. I'm not. People can argue as much as they want, but I don't give a fuck. But I feel like I'm in a much better position now in life than I may have been if I didn't go the route that I went, and that's being a college athlete. I got a free education through that. Now, I chose to go and get a higher education, and that's where my loans came from. But like King Wright said, I can only imagine if I had to pay for 4 years of undergrad, well, 5 years of undergrad, and still try to go get a
But also look at it like this. You got that same schooling. You got that same education you have. But because you were compensated, you also have $100,000 coming out of college.
I get that. Hey, great. I mean, again,
I'm just
like,
saying that's the other side.
like
of
I
what
said,
you
I'm
have.
on both sides. But at UAB, can they afford to pay you $100,000?
Or something. 20, 10, 15, something.
Man,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
think it
saying?
should come from the school. I
Not
think,
necessarily school, but
like, all right, like,
The NCAA, man.
Some-
Niggas raping, man.
You're gonna kill those small
No.
programs.
Yeah, you
no,
are. You
no,
are.
like EA Sports. Hey, we're gonna pay every NCAA player to make it fair. It needs to be a something, but you only gonna get it once you get out of school. So they put your shit. You know, if you on the game 4 years, you get X amount of dollars at the end. I just want my game.
Hey, the top of your mustache look like the Playboy buddy symbol.
Dummy.
The fuck?
Look at that nigga shit. man.
Came out of
That
left
shit like,
field with
I
that
don't know,
shit.
fool, like the Playboy buddy symbol. I'm sorry, cuz.
Man, get back, man. Listen, I know we on this for a while, but again, it's a lot to
important,
take
man.
away from this. Business-wise,
That's why I had to light it up. It is important. Though,
exploitation, the whole nine, man. But I don't know. Like, it just it depends on what we follow. But I will say this. I just feel like if we change it, great. I'm all for players getting paid. I'm all for that. But I just think that we're going to look at a whole different kind of world. And I think that we're going to find these little small programs closing them doors.
It's going to be a different world. And hopefully it is good and it continues to move forward, because if those smaller programs aren't able to pay these kids, then hopefully they continue like they are now, at least. You know what I'm saying? But like we mentioned earlier in the podcast, California has been that state that has been forward thinking. So hopefully this is something forward thinking that will work, because we also now see that South Carolina, one of them Carolinas is doing it as well. So hopefully it works.
Yeah.
All right, man. But whatever it is, hopefully it just all works out well, man. But forward thinking, speaking of forward thinking, do y'all think that AB was forward thinking when he came up with this master plan to do what he did?
Yeah.
So you think it was planned?
I think some yes and some no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he went to the Raiders and said, oh, shit. These niggas not good.
These niggas crazy.
Just like
Raiders
Warren
won their
Sapp
first game.
said,
They look real good.
like Warren Sapp said, like, he called niggas had played for the Raiders. He was like, man, why the fuck y'all ain't tell me how trash this shit was? Because like, he'll say the owner back then, the guy that
Al Davis.
Al Davis, yeah. He like, the phone would ring, and the guy next to him be like, oh, this would be a bum play. Because the phone just run. Al Davis just called the play in.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, hell no, that ain't how that shit work.
I remember that.
Next play,
Bomb.
You're like, man, what the fuck is going on here?
That's crazy.
But I think he saw that and said, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to go to the Patriots. Patriots was going to offer, I think, a first-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
But the Steelers didn't want to send him to a competitor
Which
that
makes
they had
sense.
to see.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't think he ever thought that he was going to play a lot of time.
And basically, what we're talking about is the way that Antonio Brown handled his release from the Raiders, basically making it look like it's orchestrated. Or we're trying to decide if it was orchestrated. So, me personally, I don't know if it was orchestrated or not. To me, I just think it was terrible the way that it was handled. I don't respect that, man. I just feel like even if that was your plan, that's terrible to me, because you're messing over these guys that you call your brothers. And once you're in a locker room with somebody, man, that's your brothers. And I just feel like you don't handle that or handle them that way.
That's what I was saying.
What's that?
You make it a business.
Yeah.
These ain't my brothers in the NFL. I'm sorry. I don't think NFL niggas look like that. Like, you build relationships and you build bonds. And if I'm here for a long time, then of course, I was looking at something on Shannon Sharp. And it was he was there for 12 years, 11 years in Denver. And people were saying how it felt after he left. But AB never played a regular season game with them Raiders. And he came in the offseason. There is no spring game and spring practice to get used to each other. These ain't my brothers. This business. They paying me the most money, and that's where I'm going. That's exactly what Tim Tebow said in his comment. Like, they're going to the highest bidder. Who's paying me the most money? I'm Mr. Everything. So here I am. Where can I make the most money? So I just feel like that's what happens. I'm not playing with my brothers. I'm playing for myself. It's a selfish nature. Not saying wrong, because it's a business, and I'm a business, but I think that's what happened.
Do you think that happens in college now, though? I don't know. I've never seen it. But do you think some college players go to the highest bidder?
Under the table,
Yeah,
but
under
not
the table,
but not
yeah.
always, because remember I brought up this a few weeks ago, the Holloway store, and people didn't go to the highest bidder. What was the basketball player? I just seen it. God damn it! The basketball player, he was known. Nike offered him either 12% stock or 10% stock in their shares, or they offer him $100,000. He took the $100,000 right then. His shares would have been worth $12.2 billion if he would have took it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. God.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Money ain't everything.
I mean, with the AB thing, I think that's trash, because, like, you're taking up a spot. Oh, we watched Hard Knocks. The receiver that was out there, you know what I'm saying, they had to cut him because they knew they had AB. But, like, he could have been getting more reps. Like, Hoodie, you know how important reps with your quarterback is
Huge.
in preseason. So, like, he could have been getting those reps. He could have, like, Man, do that shit, and then you did the foot shit, which your foot got froze off because your dumb ass ain't wear socks. But okay, cool. And you do all that dumb shit, you wasting the whole preseason. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like saying, fuck you, Raiders. When, damn, man,
that's exactly
they only offer you $30 million.
And
why you gonna fuck them over?
And going back to what you said, I think what the Patriots, why they look like geniuses now is because they did want him, but they didn't want to offer a first-round draft pick, so they declined, and they let him go, which the Raiders picked him up, and now they got him without even having to offer a first-round draft pick.
Right.
They got him for free,
nothing.
but not really.
For free.
Well, $9 million.
Well, for him, $9 million, that's for free. Shit, they got him for free.
And got rid of Demarius Thomas.
Demarius Thomas.
He probably was making 4 or 5.
They said that if you look at the breakdown of it, that was the exact amount that he would have got paid for his first year with the
in Oakland.
Yeah,
So
but it
he's
wasn't
still
the
probably
same
gonna make his money.
guarantee. But then it's also a $20 million option on the table.
And he
So-
got and he can get
Yeah,
incentives
so
too.
he's still if
He gonna make his money.
if he's still coming out good.
So that nigga gamed the fuck out the season.
Yeah.
But then when you look at all of that, did he really game the Raiders or the Steelers or the both of them niggas?
Nah, fuck the Steelers. He gamed the Raiders because they invested in him. They
But
were
the-
like, hey, nigga, I'm finna give you 30 M's.
But the Steelers didn't want him to go to the Patriots.
Right.
So he gamed them too.
Well, yeah, because he ended up with the Patriots. I see your point. Yeah.
And it was Spencer Hayward. They had a like old time NBA. He chose $100,000 up front over a 10% stake in Nike. That was his original offer. His holdings with Nike, I'm sorry, let me correct it, would have been a whopping $8.6 billion today.
That's the same figure to me.
Yeah, still a billion.
Same
Nike wasn't
goddamn
Nike at that time, but
billion is a billion
Yeah.
is a billion.
And I ain't never wanted no Haywards.
I don't even know who that nigga is still.
hey, right now you wouldn't have, hey, I don't give a fuck if you want it or not.
12 billion.
$8.6 billion.
Which probably would have grew even more from something else.
Hey, y'all think that shit was overcovered though? Like
AB?
the whole AB
No,
situation, like you
No, it was
No, that
crazy.
shit needed to be covered like that.
For the
I
way
think-
the news cycle is now,
Like-
my man was great.
Have you ever seen a story like that?
never.
That's
To
that-
tell
Like
you
it's
the
like
truth,
AB overload though. Like it went from that to the next thing. Like bam, bam. You see what I'm saying?
well, he kept making stories.
yeah, it was the helmet.
And
Well,
nobody
no, it was the feet. Then it was the helmet. Then it was
him getting in with the GM.
Yeah, calling the GM. You know what he
Then
called
he
him.
apologized to the team.
Yeah,
then the
him
next
crying
day
about
he's
that.
getting
Then
sued
him
and quitting.
posting about it.
No,
Like,
taking the 200, the upfront money.
Mm.
Taking the guarantee off.
Right.
The
So,
table.
so much stuff. It just kept happening.
that
Man.
was
It
made for TV there.
Mhm. They should have Hard Knocks should have.
And now it's another allegation on him. So
right.
So it's still going. See, it's still. And so because that's going on, we're gonna have to hear another story of what happens with it. And he's playing Sunday, so if he plays and plays well or plays bad, we're gonna hear about
you
it.
think the Patriots gonna be like, damn, I don't want to have to deal with it.
they
No,
really don't want
because
to deal with it. But
They used to it.
if the Raiders knew about those allegations, because they did, I'm pretty sure the Patriots.
Allegedly, neither one of them knew.
No,
On ESPN
Yeah, that
this
what
morning
they
in the
said.
gym,
They did
allegedly
know.
neither one of them knew.
That's what they said.
I
that was-
thought I
at least
saw
that's-
someone that he told the Raiders about it.
This morning, I don't know if you heard something since then, but this morning on ESPN, they said allegedly neither one of those teams knew about the
Yeah,
situation.
that's what I heard too.
And we'll see how that go. Did y'all see Kobe? They said Kobe Bryant shames girls basketball players for attending a dance recital instead of playing for his team.
Long live the
Hoops or
bean.
die, Kobe, I feel.
All his life.
His team came in fourth place in the tournament that they was playing in. And Kobe made a post basically stating that the seventh player that was on the team, they asked where he was, and he was like, she chose to go to a dance recital over being here, but I'm here with my players, blah, blah, blah. Somebody responded saying, damn, Kobe, just throw him under the bus. He was like, no, somebody asked where she was, and I was just explaining, homie, it's not like that.
Right.
You know, I love my team. And then they showed a picture of them smiling.
Did you see how he made up for it, though?
But that.
He posted a video of himself at a dance recital in like some neon green clothing and said, hey, I also took 2 weeks away from basketball to go to a dance recital.
Right.
So,
He
Oh,
better.
that's dope.
yeah. So
I
he
thought
did-
Kobe was trash initially, but like once y'all gave the backstory.
I think it was more sarcasm, even if he wouldn't have put out his video. I don't
Kobe is
think
a very dry, sarcastic
right.
person.
Like I think it was more sarcasm than it was just him being mean. And
And
hateful
he young.
and whatever.
I hated football when I was young. I ain't gonna say I hated it. I loved it. But there was a period in time, I think it was like 4th or 5th grade, where I was like, man, I don't want to go to football practice. Hot, and they hit hard.
And I didn't like for
And then
most
they only give you water one time.
Right.
Shit.
right. In most years, I didn't go to football practice when it first started because I was spending the summer somewhere else. So
I just wanted to bring that up. We ain't got.
And people stop being so sensitive, man. We keep somehow getting back to people being sensitive about every fucking thing being said, man. Learn when a joke is a joke and when shit's not so serious for you to be in an uproar. Oh, Kobe's tripping. He's doing. Man, shut up.
That's offensive. You're not taking our plight serious.
Hey,
Kobe crack.
That's the shit that they say now.
hey, if you're mad about being fat, sign up for Willpower Fitness. Fuck it.
Come on to the gym. I'll take you.
Good plug.
Be a fix.
There you go.
My
Good
nigga,
plug.
shouts out.
Right.
And I'm glad you
There's some
said
nice looking big girls in there.
I'm glad you said that, but I'm not glad you said that because I was looking at something earlier, man, and I was like, man, this is the type of stuff we need to talk about because we need to bring awareness to things. I was reading an article about like e-cigarettes that kill like 6
Man,
more
that
people
shit.
or something
I was gonna
like
tell
that.
you.
You supposed to smoke that shit anyway.
Right, and I was just like, man, that's the type of stuff we're supposed to talk about. And if you shame them, it's perfectly fine. But if you shame somebody else to help them, I have no problem with that. Because if I shame somebody smoking e-cigs, you're not going to tell me anything because I'm trying to help them.
But if I shame you for being overweight, which is just as deadly,
But say it in
Yeah,
a
you
nice
have a problem.
manner. Hey, man, but shouts out to Kobe, man. Learn sarcasm, man, and stop being so goddamn hard on nothing, man. But I know we've been having a lot to talk about with college, but we're going to make some picks on college, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people go to the tracks and bet and make money, but the players can't. But fuck that. We're going to make some picks anyway. Can't get right. If you go to the track, let me know. I'll give you $5. Put me a sheet in.
oh yeah, I'm going.
So we said last week we're going to start our picks back up. So this week we got 4 games. I'm trying to keep it around 4 games, not too many. But if it ain't 4 games, we'll just get the prime games. The first game I have is number 10, Michigan versus number 14, Wisconsin. And today is what, the 13th? So it's 8 days from today. The 21st?
Michigan versus Wisconsin.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? Okay.
Wisconsin.
Taylor in Wisconsin.
Fuck. I'm gonna add a little bit more next time. I'm gonna start looking who's home and who's away. I'm gonna go with Michigan just to kind of throw a loop in there, but Wisconsin did look pretty good, and Michigan was pretty shaky against some subpar competition. But I'm still gonna go Michigan. I think they kind of make it up. The second game we have Utah versus USC. Utah's number 11, USC's number 24 as of now. And this may change next week because, of course, people play tomorrow and we record on Friday, so the ratings may change. But right now, Utah's 11, USC's 24.
USC.
USC, okay.
I could just never say, man, I'm going with Utah.
Utah.
I'm gonna go Utah. I think
You think beat Bama?
So
Huntley, the quarterback, balling. Moss is a pretty solid running back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Utah.
I'm gonna go Utah as well because they said that USC has a lot of good athletes, but last week they
Quarterback got hurt.
right.
No, but
So,
that freshman stepped in last week.
Yeah,
he
Had
did, but
300
he's still a freshman, and Utah's defense is pretty solid. So I'm going Utah. We have 8 Auburn versus 16 Texas A&M.
A&M.
A&M over Auburn.
Yeah.
Okay.
A&M.
I think I'll stay in.
A&M.
I'm not sold on that Knicks fella, man. Like
You sold on
I
A&M?
like
though?
Gatewood. Me personally,
I haven't seen him. What did he look like?
I've seen the little spurts of him.
Mhm.
I remember him from being recruited. You know what I'm saying? Like being a youngster, he looked almost like a Cam Newton. He big, got a nice frame, he got a hell of an arm, man. I think that he just lost the Knicks over the
Who
political.
he is?
You-
Right.
You can't
He's
can't
Bo
stop.
Nix.
Yeah, you can't stop politics. But
Gotcha.
I
Auburn.
don't know, man. I'm gonna go A&M.
A&M.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go A&M too. I like Jimbo, man. I just like Jimbo. as a
Auburn got
coach.
a
I
beautiful
like-
ass line though.
They do.
Yeah, go
But-
ahead. My bad. I ain't mean to
but-
cut you off.
Outside of that, I think they're average. Outside of that, they're average. So I'm gonna go A&M because I think that Jimbo has these guys going in the right direction. Just hopefully not too well because of LSU. But I just like Jimbo, and I've always liked his scheme. Sometimes it makes his quarterbacks vulnerable, but sometimes it makes them better than what they are as well.
They got some good air receivers.
Right, exactly.
Boy,
So, and he has a good, I don't know how he's been running that same scheme for years, since Jameis and before Jameis, but it's been working. And I think this is the game of the week. As of now, it may change, but as of now, it's 3 Georgia versus 7 Notre Dame.
Georgia, Notre Dame too slow.
Yeah, Notre Dame don't
Yeah,
stand
they
a
ain't
chance.
that.
Hands down. Swift, Pickens, from Georgia.
Swift is pretty
Dog
swift. I'm
skin.
going Georgia too. So that's a clean sweep, Notre Dame. Notre Dame gonna beat out all our ass. We're gonna see. But that's the picks we have, and we're gonna try to keep that going. Dez, please, this year. We said we were gonna do it last year. But
Yeah, we
didn't.
keeping up with that.
Let's keep track of this.
Keep a track of who was right and who
Keep track.
wasn't.
Let's
Hey,
make,
that's part of the birthday.
Let's
We
put
moving
some.
on.
Let's put something on it. Not put some on it, but the winner gets something. The winner gets a
That
bottle
nigga's
of
putting
Woodford.
something
The winner
on it.
gets a bottle of Woodford or a bottle of Jack, whatever. A bottle.
Well, I ain't not worried about Ty with it. So
Speaking of winning shit, my Cash App ain't came through yet either.
Get that man his 20, man.
No, I want my shit. No.
man, the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi.
Turn it off,
my
nigga.
cash.
LTE works.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy. Connecticut woman arrested twice in one day for drunk driving.
Gotta be a record.
Shit, some kind
It
of-
should be.
Yeah.
A Connecticut woman was arrested Saturday for driving while intoxicated, headed to the liquor store. Shortly after she was arrested, basically, Ellen Needleman O'Neill, 64, crashed a 2012 sedan into a parked car around 2:30 p.m. Police said they could smell the alcohol on her breath. Upon taking a field sobriety test, she blew an alcohol level of 0.23, which is nearly triple time the legal limit. So she was arrested for a DUI and possession of a controlled substance, which was some type of painkiller.
How much do you have to drink to be triple?
Shit, the bottle and the other bottle.
Shit. And she was headed to get another bottle.
Right. She hadn't had enough.
Right. And what's crazy is 6 hours after being released, Needleman O'Neill headed back to the liquor store, in which police pulled her over again, not really knowing who it was. Pulled her over and found that she this time blew 0.9, which was still above the legal limit.
Headed back to the liquor store.
That nigga was drinking, goddamn.
She
Rubbing
had
alcohol.
sobered up almost enough and said, you know what? I'm too sober.
But look,
So what she did, she probably got released. She was at like 0.7. Got home, had one bill. Hit that bill. She was like, I need some more. Went her ass to the liquor store and got caught again.
Shit.
Fuck you think? What do y'all think that sedan was? I'm going to go with a Buick. That sounds like a Buick type person. Only a person in a Buick.
Chrysler, New Yorker.
Yeah.
well, no, it said that she was in a Lexus sedan.
Oh, yeah, Lexus
yeah,
sedan.
remember?
Okay, I just heard sedan. I heard sedan.
Yeah,
I was
no,
trying to guess the
Lexus
sedan.
That's the type of car.
Yeah, but so that's why she was out early. She got a Lexus sedan. She got money.
2012.
Nigga, no matter.
It's 2019. She had that
That big
DJ.
Tell the DJ with the suit. She probably had the suit to match with the hat on.
No, she ain't had that big ass chain on.
She probably did.
Nah, but hot shit, man. Like most time when you get in trouble for, you be like, man, shit, I ain't never drinking again, goddamn.
Hell no.
She been right back.
She looked like shit.
You at least goddamn last a weekend.
I got arrested once. I ain't gonna do it again in the same day. They ain't gonna do me again. I've been driving drunk my whole life.
Well, for that, Miss, what her name is, Needleman
Miss
O'Neill.
Miss Dummy.
Needle.
Your ass is the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass.
Big dummy.
Some bitch.
Super dummy.
Other than that, man, happy birthday.
Happy-
Y'all got anything else you want to add? Where we at? Anybody got anything
Happy
else
new
want to
birthday.
add?
Happy
Anything
new
we
birthday
missed?
to you niggas, man.
We forgot to talk about?
Man, happy birthday to you niggas. The podcast wouldn't be the podcast without each and every person in this room right now. We made it to this year because of each and every person in this room. And I'm thankful for each and every person in this room.
I appreciate you, my nigga. And Todd, even when you're not here, your presence is here. If you don't notice, man, we
Or
get
me.
We be needing a laugh box.
right, like, and we use you to make jokes, man. But that's because your presence is here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So,
nigga, tell me you love me or something. I just bigged you up.
Fuck you.
That's enough.
With that being said, man, happy birthday to the dummies. We'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. And let's just look. Hey, Listen to the excerpts from the Dummies. Yeah. But for that, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Yep.
Dummy.